Jetpack. Are you ready to play the Pokemon trading card game? If so, let's start the show! Hey everyone, I'm Jet from InThirdPerson.com, personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits, aka the hottest calves on Twitch. They are out in full force today because I'm having a mess of a morning and I did not have time to put on pants. It's been that kind of day, but we're gonna try and make the best of it. We've got a lot of Pokemon to play. I want to talk about Tinglu EX. I want to talk about the 8 new EX cards that got revealed by Pokemon this weekend. Also want to talk about theme battles and discuss whether they're coming into PTCG Live. Just some hypothesis. I feel like there's one other thing I may have had here in my prep. Ooh, I didn't set up the browser stuff. Let me set that up real quick, actually. Oh no, this is gonna make for a bad stream VOD. I mean, who watches stream VODs at this point anyway, right? No one watches, no one watches the whole thing. Here we go. Leave a note in the comments if you watch a stream VOD after the fact. Where is that scene? Oh, hold on. It's here. No, it's... Where's the browser? Oh, there's the browser cam. Okay, let me just configure this so that my browser is showing up. Yeah. Yes, we're talking about Hawlucha today. No, we're not talking. We're partially talking about Hawlucha, but not really. Okay. I want to sip so you can see the logo for the flex, but my hand is jammed up here with the mic arm. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. YouTube's not paying me for the plug, so it is what it is. And just in case anyone's wondering, my wife works in advertising, went to an industry event, and YouTube was giving these away at one of their industry parties. Today, we are playing Goodra VSTAR, the Lost Zone version, and this is my build of it. I made, of course, with everything, you look at lists and you kind of tweak as you go. I've got some things here. There's one thing that I'm debating, and it's it's Mirage Gate versus Melony. Do we put in 2 Melonies? Do we have... I see a lot of lists have 2 Melonies and only 3 Mirage Gates, and I generally love Melony as a card. I hate using Melony in Goodra, and I always find that, like, Mirage Gates, when it's 3, I cannot find them when I need them. So we've gone all in on Mirage Gates. I don't necessarily know if that's the better way, but we're gonna do it today. So let's play some matches. Hopefully we can get some good ones for the YouTubes, and then we can talk about how the deck is built, how it works, and all that. How's everybody doing today? I was just saying before the stream, it's been a very rough morning for me. Not meaning for this to be a pity party. I'm still here. I'm still live. I'm here to put on a show, and that's why we're here. All right, opponent wins the coin flip. I hate that you cannot shut off the emotes. Oof. And we brick. Okay. I mean, this isn't necessarily and we're playing Miraidon. Okay. I think we can beat Miraidon. I think we can beat Miraidon. They don't necessarily do enough. If we can get the Goodra set up. This is not necessarily an ideal starting hand. To know my opinion on Dialga in the current meta. I don't think that there is a energy acceleration engine consistent enough to make Dialga work its best. It is not where, like, even I think it was better in the Mew era with Celebrations Mew and the Metal Saucers. That deck is one of my all-time favorites to play, and even then it was like a fringe meta deck. Yeah, I guess you could play the Miraidon, and the Miraidon Magnezone build is one that I've debated streaming at some point, and I've seen some that are just like straight up metal with like B-roll drawing cards and stuff. I don't think they are strong enough. Oh, I see returning chatter, Catalyst Bones. Welcome back. How are you? Yeah, I can now reading the name. I have, yeah, just making sure I got it right. I'm never gonna forget that. All right, our opponent has. Uh-oh, they're gonna hit the generator already. Okay. Let's see. Them getting off first attack isn't necessarily the worst. It depends on what they hit first. Like, if they hit Cramorant, I don't care. But this really is going to depend. Holy cow, they got the Raikou all ready to rock. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we can do. I'm thinking Comfey, Nest Ball, Comfey, Ultra Ball, maybe Greninja. It could be a third Comfey. Really depends on what we can work with here. But yeah, the goal, if we can get 4 in the lost zone right now, that would be ideal. Oh my goodness, they have another generator? Are you serious? They popping off this hard? It's only turn 1. We need to have Goodra set up before the end of turn 2, or we will get run over. Okay, we got boss. All right. Nest Ball first? I don't know if Nest Ball first is actually the play. Okay, let's try and dig before we use Ultra Ball, because that will determine... Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's go grab Cram and... Ooh, no. We want... Okay, let's go Cram third Comfey. Right, I will... Let's hold on to the card. Let's hold on to Escape Rope for now. Let's go into the second one. Hopefully we can hit a Colress here. There we go. Speaking of the devil. And what we really don't want to do... Okay, Goodra, yes. Recycler, yes. Mirage Gate, yes. We don't want to put ourselves in a position where... Okay. And it would be nice to get the Greninja out. But is it at the expense of... Okay, we'll let it roll. And they're probably going to have the Greninja absorb the hit here, which is unfortunate. Regieleki. I don't agree with that, but okay, I will smack the Regieleki. That can be 3 prizes later. I do not agree with this at all. Go in with the Greninja. Worst case, I attack it. I'm not going to attack this again. I guess with if I have my Radiant Greninja set up, which I don't, I could, yeah, in a heartbeat I could, but you're losing 1 prize here versus this. You're going to be losing 3. And now going with the Regieleki, if they don't have, they have to get the, oh no, they don't have to get the VMAX for the free retreat. Yeah, just going with the Raikou. Hit for a lot. Hopefully, we can get like a Colress off the next one and we can play. Otherwise, this could get kind of dicey. Yeah, they're going to be hitting for 230 right now. So we had an okay first turn. We got 3 Comfey set up. We got the Cram. We did land the initial hit. If they plan on doing anything with this Regieleki, we're going to have to keep tabs on that. We might be able to snipe that, take 3 prizes. I don't think it's happening this turn. I'm going to wait for them to evolve this. I hope they do. Oh, excuse me. Whoa, that went down the wrong pipe. Get it. VMAX. VMAX. Yes. Bonjour, Kid Poli Id. Comment ça va? Je m'appelle Jet. Est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes? Oh no, don't hit the Goodra now! No! Alright, we scoop. Yeah, that's an L. That's an L. If we had 2 Goodras down, like, yeah, we could do something there. There's a world where, like, yeah, maybe we could have come back and sniped the Regieleki. I don't think it was looking good for us there. Playing some Goodra today. Not a good start. Our opponent got a really hot hand on that first turn and then just happened to have the boss. We weren't able to get down a second Goodra. It is what it is. If we had a second Goodra with no energy on it, I would have been fine, but usually enjoy a kill. You just got one-shots by Shadow Rider. But how often are you facing off against Shadow Rider? No one's playing Shadow Rider. Also, Shadow Rider has to have like 1 billion energy to pull that play off. Okay, we're playing against Gardevoir here. This is actually kind of a bad match if they can load enough energy onto all their stuff. And Sky Seal Stone is a problem here. I think another potential factor is that we can't really snipe. We have to have Choice Belt out if we want to one-shot Zacian on the bench. Yeah, in the Scarlet, PTCGO was a thing. I mean, even then, I didn't see Shadow Rider that much. On live, I think I have seen Shadow Rider, like, in the Scarlet and Violet rotation, like, twice. Okay, they've got a pretty decent setup here. If we can put ourselves in a position to knock out a Ralts, that would be nice. Miraidon's either crazy hot or way freaking flat. It can go both ways. It can be both. It can go hot first turn, and then you knock out the turn 1, the Raikou with the 2 energy, and then the whole deck just falls apart. Okay. Let's go with all the movement options here. Okay. And let's go grab ourselves a Comfey and a... Do we get the... I think we get the Goodra down. No, we get the Goodra down. I can't get the Goodra! Live, what are you doing? Live, what are you doing? PTCG Live, please. Why can I not grab Goodra from VIP Pass? What is happening? Okay, that was garbage. Okay, Nest Ball works. Nest Ball works. Let's go Switch. And 3 memory skip Ralts feels, yeah. Okay, we'll grab Mirage Gate. Unfortunately, we gotta let Roxanne go. And that gets us to... What does that get us to? Hold on. There's 3 in the Lost Zone. We still need 1 more. I don't want to Escape Rope, actually. Let's go Retreat. I hope we can get like a Switch or something here. We get a Metal Energy. Do we need anything else on the board? I don't think we do. I guess we could have gotten like a second Goodra, but like they're not going to attack us right this second. So... Let's go attach the Metal Energy onto Goodra. Let's go discard with concealed cards. And we have a lot of Water Energy. And they probably will bring up Greninja here. Yeah, to absorb the hit from Cram. And I respect that. Mr. Bartman, welcome back. How you doing? And we have the Goo. Yeah! Hopefully we can set up fast enough to pop off here. Unfortunately, yeah, we ended up landing that hit on Radiant Greninja, and that sucks unless we can get Greninja set. Do they have a... It might be worth, if we can get to 7, getting Greninja set up to snipe 2 Kirlias. And we have the water energy here, so we can do it. And then set up the Goodra later. Yeah, we could take out Greninja, but I think it would be more important to take out the Kirlias. Ooh. Let's see what they're going to Lumineon for. That's an interesting target as well. This is, yeah, I'm guessing they're playing towards list. Okay, so probably 1 copy of Boss. Ooh, they got rid of some Gardevoirs there. That's got to feel bad. Okay, we're rolling in. Let's see if we can get Greninja going on the next turn and pray they don't bench a Manaphy. So we're banking on some stuff to happen here. They're going all in on Kirlias. That's not ideal. They've got 4 energy in the discard. Five energy in the discard. They are popping off right now. But do they have the Manaphy? And we still need some stuff to make this work. Man, all in on these memory skip Ralses. Okay. They have not really given themselves... Oh, they're just using that as the sacrificial lamb. Oh, they're going to memory skip the Cramorant. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. We got the Gucci belt. That's good. Let's go in Greninja first. Draw 2 more cards. We get a Pokégear. That's okay. And we shall Colress. We get the Goodra VSTAR. We get a Switch. And let's grab the other Goodra V. Okay. So, we've got, what is that? 6 in the Lost Zone? Excellent. And a JF Raptor, thank you so much for renewing your sub. Flower selecting. And I will grab Colress here. And yeah, we've got the Greninja play on deck. Let's go. And we can retreat here? Yeah, we can retreat. Let's go actually evolve Goodra. We will Mirage Gate. How much energy do we have? Holy cow. There is not enough energy in the deck right now. We're going Greninja. At least we have the 1 energy we need to get the first Goodra going. And let's go retreat. And we will go knock out 2 Kirlias here. And I guess there's an argument to be made about taking out the memory skip Ralts, because that might stop our Goodra attack, actually. Yeah, let's do that. I don't want that being able to stop Moisture, or not Moisture Star. Okay. And we get another copy of Boss. That's good. That's good. Now we can knock out Lumineon, potentially. This could be knocked out, depending on how they play it, right? We can Mirage Gate that Metal Energy on, and then snipe this plus something else. Let's see. Let's see how they play it. Okay, they're gonna work her. Oh, what? Do you have... Discard a stadium and play? Can you choose to not discard the stadium? That felt very sus to me. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, they get their Gardevoir EX set up. And hooray for Hooters. Thank you so much for the follow. Truly appreciated. Now, are they going to go in and knock out the Zacian? Like, do they have Sky Seal Stone and everything? Because that would suck. Uh-oh, they might have it. They might have it. At which point, yeah, they're going for Goo right now. That sucks. And they're going to take 3 prizes right now. And that is unfortunate. Now, there is... We can take 3 prizes off of them, too. Potentially. We can take at least 2. We can take at least 2 with the Zacian, right? We just knock it out with Cram. We do have the other Goodra on the bench, which is good. If we can Mirage Gate onto Greninja and then snipe this Zacian and this Kirlia, then we would be laughing. Yeah, they're going to get their 3 prize KO here. That is unfortunate. Oof. And we didn't even get to Moisture Star there at all. All right. Let's go Comfey first. And can we find... Oh, wait. We need an Energy Recycler too, don't we? Mirage Gate. No, we don't. We don't. Goodra. No, we have a Goodra here. Melony Boss. Yeah. That's the play, right? We will Mirage Gate the Metal Energy. No, we don't have any valid cards. Come on, man. Oh, God. Okay. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Where'd our we prized our recycler, didn't we? Okay. Fine. Fine. We want to then attach a Metal Energy to Goodra. And we will retreat into Cram. And I will concealed cards away the Metal Energy. And we don't get quite what we're looking for. We do. 110 is going to knock him out, right? Yeah, that should be enough. Okay. Mirage Gate Goodra. Now, we have to... Unfortunately, we prize the Recycler, which really freaks me out because now we don't have all our energies in the... This is horrifying because we don't have a good... We're going to take 2 turns to accelerate here. Ugh. Yeah, did we Lost Zone the Recycler? No, we didn't. It's these 2 cards. It's these 2 cards. And we have prized too much stuff. Now, we can get rolling. We can get Goodra rolling on the next turn. It looks like our opponent's in a little bit of a pickle here as well. Oh, okay. They're going to throw all their stuff back. Man, that really sucks for us. We do have boss in play, right? There is a world where if we can knock out Lumineon... Oh, yeah. If we knock out Lumineon, we win. But we have to... Okay, they're going to go double Gardevoir EX. But the Lumineon... Oh, no, the Lumineon... They're going to have to... Oh, my goodness. Do they have boss again? If they have boss again, we lose. Oh! They're going to try and memory skip us again? Or are they setting themselves up for the memory skip? Okay, they're going to attack with Gardevoir. All right. And they're going to Temple. If they're going to attack with Gardevoir, I'm totally okay with that. Wait, no, I'm not okay with that. We have no way. If we could get 2 energy onto Greninja, we would be okay. Unfortunately, we cannot. 60. They're going to Miracle Force. Oh, shoot. Let me give you your points back. Catalyst Bones. I don't have the software set up at the moment. Let me go and... Ooh, this feels bad. Oh, there's a recycler. There's a recycler. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Done. Okay, we Mirage Gate to Goodra. We got game. We have game. We have game. Everybody calm down. It was fine all along. I had this all calculated, right? This was never a concern at all. Goodra VSTAR, Rolling Iron. GG's. I guess we could have also gone Greninja, but we didn't attack with Goodra the entire game, so we'll take the win. We will take the dub. GG's. Messy game there. Messy game. The Gardevoir getting in the Sky Seal Stone KO on our first Goodra, and thankfully we had the pieces to secure the win there, leaving Lumineon on the board. Like, I have no idea what cards they had if they had the option to take Lumineon out. That ended up being their undoing. Greninja was really clutch early, taking 2 prizes. That slowed down their setup. Actually getting the early chip damage on Greninja did matter. We could have just finished the game by going Greninja Snipe into the Ralts and the Greninja to win the game. But this is a Goodra video, so I wanted to show Goodra at least doing some stuff. Really tough matchup, still able to overcome and get the win. GG's. All right, that was good. That was good. That was good. Imagine losing because live messed up Goodra not being playable. That was insane. That's a terrible bug. Someone report that to live. I mean, they probably know. Yeah, if we had lost because of that, ugh. Okay. That was a good start. Good start. I mean, it was bad that we lost the Goodra so early, but I'm sure we'll get one where we get rolling properly. Ewan, 31F, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing well. We win the coin flip. That's amazing. Hopefully we have a good starting hand. All the Comfeys and Battle VIP passes. No, not Drapion. Unless this is Mew, I don't want to see this card. At least we have Switch and Beach Court, and we can make some stuff happen here. But this is not it. Okay. At least we have switch outs, right? At least we have switch outs. It's not Mew. Okay. Let's go double Comfey. And we're going to use Switch first because Beach Court does not let Drapion retreat. At least not without burning an energy. We'll take the Mirage Gate. Unfortunately, we're going to have to yeet Roxanne into the Lost Zone. And we'll retreat into second Comfey. And get the Goodra V, which is amazing. Now, I could get risky here and go with... I think we burn it. Let's go Mirage Gate and Water Energy. And we will go put down a... We've prized 2 Comfeys. Are you kidding me? Our prizing's horrible. Okay, we'll go Greninja. And let's go draw some more cards. We do get VIP pass for whatever that's worth. I think we're going to need Cram. I think we're going to need Cram here. Holy cow. Oh, and Sakari, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Little bit of a scary starting hand. We got some stuff. Some stuff. Oh, lightning. Pikachu? No, just going into Arceus. Yeah, you're doing all right. That's good. I hope everything with... Are you still streaming? You still playing the Tetris and everything? I'm excited for Zelda. That's on... Oh, yeah. Speaking of stream stuff, no stream on Sunday. No stream on Sunday. I will be... It's Mother's Day, and it will be my wife's first Mother's Day as a mom. So we'll be busy that day. Okay, let's go flower select and grab a... Ooh. I would like boss. I think we're going to take the water energy right now, though. And we will attach it to goo. And let's go escape rope. And I kind of hope they give me the Bidoof. Yeah, we've got 4 in the lost zone. Oh, they're going to make Arceus take the hit. Okay. Okay. Let's go swing for 110. And see what happens. You completely forgot about next week. You forgot about your mom? Oh, no. And soon it'll be your first Father's Day as a... Yeah, it'll be my first Father's Day as a dad, too. Next month. Sakari says, been grinding Monster Hunter recently, but occasionally playing Tetris. That's cool. Oh, we're getting judged. That's actually not necessarily the worst, because we don't have good cards right now. Ooh. They're going to go into... I actually want them to take the Greninja if they're going to take anything at this point. Haven't been forgetting her the past month. Been sick for like 17 days now. Oh, I wish her speedy recovery. Okay, they've got 1 card in a dream. 1 card in a dream. They don't have it. GG's. How's it going with my child? Yeah, we could talk about him for a bit. He's doing well. He's achieved some new milestones here, where he has started to roll, and it's kind of crazy how it happened. We're just like, he was lying on the bed with us, and then just because like we're on the bed, and just by force of gravity, like he started to roll. Just inertia, right? And then he started to like it somewhere clued into his head of like, wait, I can do this. And then he started to like figure out his technique. He lift up his legs and then lean over to the side, and within a couple of days he could consistently roll to the right hand side. And at first he would roll over and then just immediately start screaming because he's always hated tummy time, and he wanted to get into this position but then didn't know what to do after that. And then it progressed to like, I want to crawl, and he'd be trying to crawl, like move his arms and his legs, and he just wasn't going anywhere. It's crazy to me that like for babies, they can like their heads can be faster than their bodies. Of like, he knows he wants to move, but he has no idea how, and he doesn't have the body strength to even do that yet. But in his head, he knows he can. It's something he wants to do, and he's just like relentless, nonstop trying to do it. He's getting a little better. Like once he gets on his tummy, he's not immediately screaming. We found that like having him propped up a little bit helps out a lot, where he's just a lot more comfortable in that position. And it's good because it's helping develop his neck strength so that he can hold his head up on his own and eventually start to be able to sit on his own as well. But it's been kind of crazy that just like one day here's this potato, and now it is a rolling potato. You watched my video on Palkia V-Star and it helped you so much. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad it helped you out. We might go back to Palkia today. There were a lot of requests for Palkia Vulpix, and I do have a build of that. If we have time to record something, we'll try it. We will see if we can get enough good Goodra material for this week's video first, though. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. We got deck previews, just some speculation on my part on theme battles in PTCG Live and stuff like that. So yeah, lots going on today. Again, yeah, you can find me on YouTube. Let me go put the YouTube link in the channel just in case anyone else here hasn't seen my YouTube channel. If you like PTCG, oh my goodness, what a dumpster fire of a starting hand. Okay. Oh, and we're against Lost Box too. Awesome. Okay, let's see how badly my opponent bricks, and if they don't brick, then we will just scoop. Okay, here comes the Greninja. Like, if we just can't... Okay, okay. Okay, here we go. 1 concealed cards and a dream. All right, let's play. Let's play some Pokemon. Yeah, I'm actually going to escape rope here. I'm going to force you to put Greninja or Giratina up. Here we go. Battle VIP Pass. Let's go. VIP Pass, please. No! Okay, Colress is good. This is actually... This is good. This is good. Sucks that we have to lose Raihan. Let's go. Yes. VIP. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Beach Court. I don't... Okay. We're playing. We're playing cards. We've got 3 in the Lost Zone. Let's go. Comfey, Cram. And I will... we're gonna have to... We're probably gonna hit a Greninja. Oh, no, we can just double rope, and then we can get a good hit on Giratina. Oh, okay. Or they can sacrifice their Comfey. That's cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, give me that Ultra Ball. All right. So, we have 4 in the Lost Zone. I'm just going to go swing with the Cram, take out this Comfey, and say, bet, figure this out. Whew. Okay, please, energy. Okay, Switch is good too. Switch is good too. Do I think you should make a Regigigas deck? You mean like the one where you have to put all the Regis on the board? I'm guessing you mean that one. I have seen, like, in post-rotation times, it's very messy to... Oh, okay, we're getting Escape Rope tier 2. All right, let's go put Greninja up. And they've got 3 in the Lost Zone. I have seen, like, 2 or 3 lists get top cut for Regigigas, but the deck looks like an absolute nightmare to play. I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't invest the resources to try and make Regigigas work in the current format. But if you really want to do it, I can't stop you. All right, just retreat. Go swing for 110 into this Greninja. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna stall for time here. Okay, Drapion is not good. And we can retreat for free. I don't know if I want to burn that right now. Sure, let's do it. Let's see. What's the worst thing that could happen? Okay, I want the Recycler. Recycler is weirdly important in this deck. I don't know why. I don't want to hit the Greninja. So we will probably Escape Rope, and they might give me something to hit here. Ooh, did I get... There's water. Okay. So we have 6 in the Lost Zone. And if we go... No, we missed the Colress. Darn it. Okay. Then... Yeah, we are 1 short. Give me the Cram... You're not going to bring in the Giratina. I think they're going to cough up Cramorant here. Oh, okay. Sure. We will land an initial hit on the Giratina for 110. Okay, do they have... They've got 4 in the Lost Zone right now. Do they have... They're going to need to switch out, and they have to do some stuff. Okay. Colress helps. Ewan asks, or Catalyst Bones asks, what's your most hated control deck? The answer is all of them. I hate fighting any control deck. I think they are absolutely miserable to fight against. Ooh, do they not have the Mirage Gate? They're incredibly difficult to play. I have max respect for players who can make it work. I would never play a control deck, though. Oh, God, here we go. Now they've got their... This is scary hours. Real scary hours. Our Goodra can fall instantly to a Giratina V-Star here. And we're going to lose Cram. So, what do we do? We don't have... We'll have enough in the Lost Zone here, but we still don't have enough energy. Okay, there's the Colress. Unfortunately, we have to burn that, like, right now. And we will be looking for a water energy, a Gucci belt, and let's go grab... Yeah, let's go grab this Ultra Ball here so we can get a second Goodra potentially rolling once this one dies. It is very grim, the predicament we find ourselves potentially in. I guess there's a world we could just go in. We could have gone in with just the Greninja, taken the Comfey, and softened up the Giratina even more, which might actually have been the play. Let's go Ultra Ball away these two and grab ourselves. We don't have another Goodra V-Star. Are you kidding me? Okay. That sucks. We've prized one of them. Okay. That is good to know. All right. Let's go bench that Comfey then and pray that they don't have, based on that emote, I guess they have the pieces to make this work. All right. Well then. Yeah, them getting a free one-shot is going to feel so cringe. Oh, yeah. This is bad. This is bad. So we're going to lose Goodra right now. This is unfortunately a bad matchup for... And they've got the Sableye down to clean up the mess. Double Giratina ready to rock. Oof. And they're probably going to go in with the fresh one so that I can't just knock it out. I think we might be in checkmate. If we go Greninja here, right? If there's a world we can get Greninja going, like we hit a Mirage Gate, could we then just go Sableye, Comfey, take out 2 prizes, and then we've got ourselves like one more turn to figure this out. Holy cow. They've got everything going for them at the moment. Sheesh. Okay. This is bad. You gotta go? All right, Ewan, thanks for dropping by. We'll see you later. Yeah, they've hit like the perfect sequence of turns here. All right, let's go Flower Select. And we get a Mirage Gate. That's good. I will Mirage Gate to Greninja. And you know what? We can Recycler here too. Let's go on Retreat though. We'll go into Greninja. And do we actually Melony? Melony might be better than Colress here in the sense that we can get 3 cards and get rid of 2 cards we don't want. Okay, let's get rid of Battle VIP Pass and Switch. And oh yeah, we don't have another Goodra V-Star here. We have to get it out of the prizes right now. Moonlight Shuriken. We will take out Sableye. And is it actually worth going after, like, softening up that Giratina even more? 200? No, let's take the 2 prizes. Okay. Get a Gucci belt? Sure. And we need Goodra. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. A slim chance, but a chance. Okay. What are they going to roll into? Oh, no! That was, oh man. Yeah, we're dead. We are gonna come up short here. Now, I think that begs the question, should I have gone for Greninja again to soften up the Giratina, at which point we probably would have still had a chance, right? So Mirage Gate, Boss. Right, we recycle her and we throw all the energy back. And we are going to come up like just short. 140? Yeah, we're going to be just a bit short. So we should have hit the Giratina before and we would have won. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we're gonna come up just a bit short here. Had we gone after the Giratina, well, we would have been, yeah, we would have won. We would have won had we hit the Giratina. Instead, we are going to fall just short. They're just gonna lost impact for game. Damn. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I guess there... Oh, so there's the other... Would we have been... Trying to think, like, the Goodra play was there. No, I think, yeah, we should have softened up the Giratina. Well, then we would have lost the Greninja the third time, and then we wouldn't have had the... We wouldn't have had the thing. So, unfortunately... we kind of got boned. They had the perfect setup and we just have to eat that. GG's. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. They just played that really well. Unfortunately, yeah, Lost Box Giratina is one of the few matchups. It's one of the matchups that Goodra does not do well in. I think that, yeah, being able for... You gotta go. School night for me. 11 p.m. your time. Oh, wow. You way out there. Have a good night, Prism Chew. Thank you for dropping by, and we'll hopefully see you around. Take care. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? And we're going first, so we can't even Colress? This is... Okay, we're up against Gardevoir. If anything, Gardevoir is a slow deck. And, oh, hold on. If we're stuck here, I will just put energy and wait. And let's see how badly they have bricked. Not badly enough. Okay. Okay. Please, Mew, brick. Brick right now. No VIP pass. No level ball. No ultra balls. Yes! Okay. Okay. Please don't have anything else in hand. Nothing. Just the one Ralts. Just the one. Okay, the Zacian's not actually the worst. If they bring that in too early, we could potentially one-shot that with the Gucci belt. Okay. Okay. Let's roll. What can we do here? Let's go Colress. Comfey. And I think we have to just, like, get our bench set up wide here. Okay, let's go get another Comfey down. So we got 2 in the lost zone. Please, like a switch out. Water, Mirage Gate. I feel like we already dumped the water, right? Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to take the water and let the pass go. Let's go get Greninja down. Do we get Cram down? No, let's get Greninja down and draw some more cards here. Okay. Now would have been nice to... Let's go retreat. And Drapion's actually not bad in this match, in the sense that we could potentially charge up Drapion to get a one-shot on a Gardevoir with 2 Mirage Gates. So, like, let's keep that in our back pocket. It's unlikely, but it is a thing that is theoretically possible. Now, if we can get, like, snipe this Kirlia next turn, that might be all we need to win this. Okay, they're going to get a Greninja down. Oh, Judge. No! We had the pieces. We had the piece. Oh, we still have the pieces. Okay. I'm good with this. Just don't rare candy into Gardevoir EX. That's all I ask. Yes, go ahead. Kirlia, Kirlia, Kirlia. Okay. Not a second Ralts. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we snipe the Ralts right now. Unless we top deck... Well, even if we top deck Choice Belt... No, we want to get rid of the Kirlia because... Assuming they don't get a second Ralts down. Although, if they get a second Ralts down, it's still... They have to find Rare Candy and Gardevoir EX. Damn it. Okay, let's see what we get. Like, I don't want to get Sky Seal stoned here. But let's see what we have first. Okay, we've thrown 1 energy in the... Okay. We will concealed cards. Get rid of the water energy. We get a Cram. Okay. We get Gucci Belt. Yes. Yes. I will Mirage Gate. Yeah, we'll throw that into the Lost Zone. And how much is in the Lost Zone? Only 5. I think we have to hit the Zacian now. I think we do. While we have the one-shot on it. Take the 230. I'm scared of that one-shotting, taking 3 prizes, and being done with it. Yeah, the Gardevoir EX is going to be annoying later, but... You know, that might backfire on us. I don't know. And they're going to Rare Candy into Gardevoir now. And let's see what they roll up with here. Okay, VIP Pass, not going to do anything. They're going to grind that up. They've got a lot of energy. I'm sure they don't run Path to the Peak. So we can heal off this Goodra, snap again. And ideally, we can get another Goodra down. I'm not liking how much energy we have gotten rid of. Okay. They're just going to go and chip away with the Cresselia. That's fine. Unfortunately, we do have to heal that off. Right? Because they can do... Oh! They're just going to... What? They're not going to force me to hit? That feels wrong, but okay. Let's get rid of the metal energy this time. And we get 2 Goodra VSTARs. This is not ideal. We're actually going to power up the Greninja here. And let's go and attack. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't have at least forced me. Like, if they knew they weren't going to do enough damage, at least chip at me so that forces me to use the V-Star power. I don't know. I don't know. I'll take it, though. And we're still 2 cards short of getting the Lost Zone really popping off here. Fog Crystal. Did they have 3 energies? Oh, they have lots. They have 7. They had more than enough to set up the play. Huh. Mirage Step Curlia right now. That's weird. Okay, they get rid of Greninja. That feels just to get more energy into the discard. Okay. I don't think they have it. Like, do they have another... What are they going for right now? Right? Do they have a second Zacian? And like, I don't think Zacian's gonna do enough damage after rolling Iron to knock out this Goodra. Okay, they're just getting all the energy out. Okay, sure. Sure. We do have to keep in mind, do they have Manaphy? No, they have not used Manaphy yet. Because Manaphy could get us some easy prizes here. Potentially. At the very least, the Mew. Okay. That's fine. Let's see. What? They're not going to do anything? Bruh. Bruh. Why not? Why are they throwing the game here? Come on. I don't know. Is there some... Are we missing something here? Are they going to pull out some crazy wombo combo play that I am not seeing? Okay, here comes Level Ball and... There goes a Ralts. They're going to keep benching, like, single prizers. Sure. Like, if the whole goal is to just swing with Brainwave Gardevoir, like, it's not doing enough damage. I'll just heal it off. Right? Maybe they have a play a game to completion challenge. I wouldn't play... This isn't the game I would play to completion. Okay, what are they going in with? Are they just going to go Gardevoir EX and attack for 1? Nope. They've got the Zacian. Have they got the second Zacian? Do they have it? I don't think Zacian with all the energy is still going to do it. At which point they just lose. And they don't have a Sky Seal Stone either. Okay, here comes Worker. Yeah. Maybe what's prized? Because yeah, the Sky Seal Stone. Yeah, it might be prized. Because here's the other thing. If they're going for Zacian right now, I just go in with the Cramorant and knock this out, and then we win. Yeah, if that's the play. Okay, there's the Sky Seal Stone. Yeah, they've got it. But, like, you're still gonna lose. Why did you let me... Why did you not force my hand earlier? Especially when you could have attacked with, like, Brainwave Gardevoir or... the Cresselia for sure. Okay, I mean... Yeah, they're gonna do too much damage to the Zacian. I will just win. Yeah, I think they waited too long to pull off this play. I mean, yeah, sure, for the flex, by all means, if you can blast through this Goodra, do it. I think they actually will blast through this Goodra at this point. But, yeah, at what cost? Okay, yeah. GG's. Take your 3 prizes. I'll take the win. This was a curious game. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, because now I just... Can we flex on them a little bit? Nah, let's just take the win. Yeah, we just... we take the win. GG's. Not really sure why our opponent threw the game there. They were still able to blast through Goodra, having to put 1 billion energy on the Zacian. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's a thing you can do. But that ended up being way too late, and there were opportunities to do more earlier in the game to either put some at least put pressure on me and possibly take prizes as well. And instead, they ended up just getting run over. And yeah, sure, they took 3 prizes and it looks more competitive than it actually was, but I think you got to take those hits where you can. Otherwise, like, it's just too late. GG's. Okay, let's talk about, we're about an hour into the stream. Let's go talk about one of the things that I want to get down for the YouTube channel. So channel points, heads up. So I guess 3 things. 1, we use the stream primarily as a way of getting content for the YouTube channel. So all of this is going to be cut and repurposed for YouTube. 2, because of that, there are going to be parts of the stream where I am slow to respond to the chat, like what's going to happen right now. So don't get upset that I'm not responding to the chat and you see like the subject. I will pick up with you at the end of the video portion. When I say goodbye, it's going to be just to YouTube, not to Twitch. You guys stick around, and I'm gonna have to turn off channel points here for the next little bit, so that we are not like making money rain on the screen while I'm talking about stuff. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna be talking preview for Ting Lu EX. Can we talk about how you almost had a panic attack when UPS said they delivered your package but it wasn't in your house? Oh, that's awful. I hate when that happens. That happened to me last year. I had a giant Christmas present sent to me, and it ended up, they said it was delivered, and it ended up going to, oh, that's the wrong camera. It ended up being dropped off at a warehouse in another city. Signed by someone that clearly was not me. It took about a week to get that resolved, but thankfully we were able to get the box back. So yeah, shout outs to, I think it was, I can't remember if it was FedEx or UPS that sorted that out for us. Raichu or Daichu? Yeah, I love Raichu. It was my favorite Pokemon until this guy entered my life, and now Raichu is my number 2. But Raichu V, great card, underrated. Okay, let's go talk about some cards here. If you want to say hi to YouTube, now's your time to say hello. Paldea Evolved is coming soon, and one of the big decks that will be released as part of that set is Ting Lu EX, with a really unique playstyle that we don't really have in the game right now. And I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about the card and show some examples of decks that are doing well in Japan, to give you some ideas of how to play this card once it comes out in Paldea Evolved. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Ting Lu EX. And also shout outs to Justin Basil for the proxies here doing the translations for us. Ting Lu is a basic Pokemon, fighting Pokemon, 240 HP, and a whopping 4 retreat. You really want to keep this in the active, or once it's in the active, it's pretty stuck there. And it's got the ability, Earthen Curse. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent's Pokemon that have any damage counters on them have no abilities except for Pokemon EX. And this is a insane ability because it's shutting off stuff like Lumineon, it's shutting stuff off like Genesect V. It doesn't shut off Gardevoir, unfortunately, but there are a lot of decks that will crumble just based on this Earthen Curse ability. And then it's got the move Land Scoop for 3 fighting energy, only does 150 damage, and you put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. But if you can just cripple them before they can even start, then Land Scoop isn't even that bad of a move. So yeah, this is core to the deck, your primary attacker and disruptor. And how are you getting damage on those Pokemon with abilities? Well, one way to do that is Hawlucha. This is from Scarlet and Violet. It's got the ability Flying Entry. When you play this onto your bench, you get to drop 1 damage counter on 2 benched Pokemon. So that can shut off 2 Genesects just like that. We've also got Radiant Alakazam with the Painful Spoons ability that allows you to move up to 2 damage counters from one Pokemon to another. So if there was a Pokemon, let's say in the active, whose ability you wanted to shut down, you could go Hawlucha and then use Radiant Alakazam to move some of that damage into the active, shut that Pokemon down, or shut off something that they just benched. So lots of ways of moving the damage around so that you are stopping what you want to stop. Koraidon EX is another key component of the deck where it's got the ability Dino Cry. Once during your turn, you may attach up to 2 basic fighting energy cards from your discard pile to your basic Pokemon in any way you like. If you use this ability, your turn ends. Now, ideally, you get 2 in the discard on turn 1, and then you just pop with Koraidon. Odds are, maybe at most, you're going to get 1. But if it lets you, if you can get enough in there and attach it to your Ting Lu so that it can attack on turn 2, then you're rolling. So Koraidon EX helping out with the setup. A card that you're going to see in, I think, all of the lists is Squawkabilly EX. And this is more of a, this is going to be a general card. Like every deck going forward is going to have at least 1 copy of Squawkabilly EX. And what makes this special is it has the ability Show Off. Once during your first turn, you may discard your hand and draw 6 cards. You can't use them more than 1 Show Off each turn. So like on the first turn of the game, during your first turn, that's it. You can discard your hand, get new cards. Great way of refreshing your hand if you've got a really crummy hand, or a great way of discarding multiple energy cards for Koraidon to attach energy later. So really solid card that's going to be pretty much a one of in every deck going forward. So those are kind of the core pieces of the deck. Ting Lu disrupting decks with that Earthen Curse ability. Hawlucha putting in that initial damage, Radiant Alakazam moving the damage around to shut off abilities in different spots where needed, and then Koraidon to accelerate energy to Ting Lu. And last but not least, Squawkabilly for initial early draw support. Now let's look at the decks. And in case you're wondering, all of these are in Japanese because I'm pulling them from Japanese websites where it's shoutouts to Pokeka Meshi for the decks here. All of these will be in Japanese. If you're looking for the English, I will write lists of all of these decks and put them in the description of this video. All right, so here's kind of the vanilla list for Ting Lu. We've got 4 copies of Ting Lu, 2 copies of Koraidon, which are going to use to try and set up energy turn 1. 2 copies of Squawkabilly. This feels a little thick, but really important to get a good starting hand here so I can understand why you've got 2 of those. 1 Radiant Greninja and then 2 Hawlucha, the extra, like 2 Hawlucha so you can get as much initial damage on the board as you can. I'm not going to go through like the full list here, like Battle VIP Pass, because this is a deck you want to set up wide. You want to get at least 2 Ting Lus down so that even if they escape rope you, you have a second Ting Lu so that you can continue to shut off abilities. The only major, like otherwise, that's a pretty standard deck. Trekking Shoes, nice addition to also discard energy for Koraidon. Also just draw through your cards because there's no draw engine in this deck. It is besides Squawkabilly, so this can help out as well. We also have 2 copies of XP Share because fighting energy is really tough to accelerate in the game right now. So having that XP Share onto the Ting-Lus to help the offense going, especially since you're not doing that much damage in the first place, to keep the momentum rolling. And then we've got 1 copy of Iono here. This is a new card that will be revealed in Paldea Evolve. It's kind of a mix of N and Judge, not N and Marnie. Both players shuffle their hands to the bottom of the deck, and then you draw based on the number of prizes you have. So this can be a really great comeback card, and it's going to be a staple in pretty much every deck going forward. So yeah, that's kind of I would look at this list as the vanilla list. They've also got 2 copies of Lost City, 1 copy of Path, 1 copy of Collapse Stadium to disrupt the opposition. But yeah, I would look at this as like the vanilla list. Next up, we've got one, same core concept, but a couple of changes here. We have Grant, which gives your fighting Pokemon an extra 30 damage. We've also got the new Spiritomb, and this one has the ability Pitch Black Disaster. As long as this Pokemon is in play, basic Pokemon V in play, both yours and your opponents have no ability. So this is, even if you don't have the damage on the Pokemon V, just having the Spiritomb down will already shut them off. So you are even more clamping down on your opponent's game plan with the Spiritomb and the Ting-Lu on top of that. Otherwise, some other changes here. We've got 4 copies of Gutsy Pickaxe. This is for energy acceleration. We've got 1 copy of XP Share, and we've got 2 Charms of Courage. This gives your basic Pokemon an additional 50 HP, bringing Ting-Lu all the way up to a whopping 290 HP to help weather the storm. So that first deck had XP shares to move a bunch of energy around. This one relying a little more on tanking with Ting-Lu. Otherwise, yeah, just Penny, and then they go with a different set of stadiums here. Temple of Sinnoh to disrupt special energy decks, and then Gapejaw Bog, which when you bench a basic Pokemon, when either player benches a basic Pokemon, they take 20 damage. Just keep in mind when you are playing Gapejaw Bog that you will also take 20 damage, and that could be an issue, but it is a way of forcing your opponent to take damage as they are benching their Pokemon. On this third list, again, same core concept for Ting-Lu, 2 Koraidons. We got 1 Squawkabilly, 2 of the Haluchas here. The biggest difference here is 1 copy of Aerodactyl V-Star. This is from Lost Origin, and we're using this for its Ancient Star V-Star power. Until this Pokemon leaves play, it gives an ability that has the effect your opponent's Pokemon V in play, except Aerodactyl V-Star, have no abilities. And they also have a copy of Spiritomb in here. So just like putting in layers and layers and layers of ability denial here. And then this deck does not have the Charm of Courage. They've opted to go with 2 XP shares along with 3 Gutsy Pickaxes, and they've also got the Gapejaw Bog here for forcing damage when your opponent benches their Pokemon, and when you bench your Pokemon as well. And then the last list we've got here, still very similar core concept, but the biggest addition is, well, 1, Drapion V to help out with the Mew matchup, because Ting-Lu is going to have a really hard time against, yes, you can shut off the Genesect potentially, but Mew VMAX also hits for weakness, and Mew VMAX is going to, actually, let's double check that. Is Ting-Lu actually weak to, no, it's weak to grass. Okay, so not going to be as bad of a matchup, but yeah, Ting-Lu can help you, or Drapion can get you an easy KO on a Mew VMAX. And then Drapion V-Star has the V-Star power Hazard Star, where during your turn, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon paralyzed and poisoned. During Pokemon checkup, put 3 damage counters on that Pokemon instead of 1. So again, like just forcing your opponent to not be able to play the game with the Ting-Lu in the active, shutting off abilities except for EX, and then you go and paralyze and poison the active and get a free hit in as well. That's pretty nasty stuff. So there we go. That is a look at Ting Lu EX. Very different playstyle from what we're used to seeing, where, you know, most decks these days are just racing decks and you're just kind of like smashing each other as hard as you can. And here you're kind of forcing them to, like, you're just shutting down their deck in a number of ways, with a Ting Lu, potentially with a Spiritomb, potentially with a Aerodactyl, potentially with a Drapion. Just a really interesting deck concept that I am looking forward to trying out, and I think it is poised to be one of the stronger deck archetypes in the Paldea Evolved meta. But what do you think? Are you excited to play Ting Lu? Are you horrified to fight against Ting Lu? Let me know in the comments. We are definitely going to be playing this deck soon after Paldea Evolved is released. So you're going to want to follow on all of the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In Third Person. You'll also want to follow me on Twitch at In Third Person, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I guess, except if you're watching this on the day it comes out, I will not be streaming on Mother's Day. It is my wife's first Mother's Day, so we're definitely not going to miss that. But usually most Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. If you're watching this on Twitch, stick around. We've got some more action. But for our YouTube friends, we got to get out of here. Bye-bye. All right, we're back. Mr. Bartman says, in case you prize one, yo, the new boss's orders look sick. Yeah, Getsis is a pretty sick card. Let me go and close a whole bunch of stuff, just so we are not destroying the RAM on my computer. Drapion, yeah. Oh, there was a tier list I wanted to do. There was also a tier list I wanted to do. Okay, so we have a lot to... We have to get some good matches in with Goodra. I don't think we can use that last match. Yeah, we won, but our opponent kind of threw the game there, right? So, yeah, I think that one's just scrapped. Rokoshimo says, for some reason, I thought the newest boss print would be Lusamine. Well, first off, welcome. How are you doing? And yeah, I do not know enough about the Pokemon, like the video games, to be able to say, oh yeah, the next boss is going to be this. I have played, oh, channel points. Thank you, Mr. Bartman. Oh yeah, also League Battle Decks. Did y'all buy the Palkia one that came out this Friday? I got mine right here. I haven't opened it yet, but I plan on opening it soon and sleeving it up. I think I'm going to do the Palkia Ice Rider build. Hell yeah. Awesome. Best chance you'll get in Australia to have an actual deck. Okay, Catalyst Bones. Yeah, thank you for dropping by. I hope you have a good time at church, and we'll see you around. And McLeod says, yes, you think it'll be even better next set? Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Bangarang says, got it after watching my preview. Oh, awesome. Okay, let's go and put down the 2 Comfeys, and we have to burn Escape. Oh god! Oh my goodness. Okay, we have to shut off the music. Okay, no sound for the rest of this match, unfortunately. Ooh, what do we bench here? Greninja second goo? I think so. Unfortunately, like, our hand is absolutely horrible. No, they have not fixed that bug. And yeah, Dr. Technique, I'm sorry. Anytime a metal Pokemon enters the active, that sound is astronomically louder than everything else in the game, and you can't mute it. Even when you mute the in-game sound, it still triggers. So we're kind of stuck. So yeah, against Mew, we can't have this. It looks like they've bricked pretty hard though, which is good because we have also bricked here. And yeah, Bangarang, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I think I saw, did you comment on something on the YouTube channel recently? Yeah, they bricked really hard. Okay, we can play. We can play. Let's go. Do we actually... I'm going to attach the... Let's see what we get off the Comfey. Let's see what we get off the Comfey. We do get a Colress. That's amazing. Okay. Let's see if we can get... All right. We have... How many in the Lost Zone now? 4. I could swing with Cram. I think we swing with Cram. And let's go attach this energy onto Goodra. And let's just go apply some early game pressure here. How does Mew brick this hard? It bricks. It definitely bricks. I have seen my fair share. Like, Mew is my favorite deck, and this happens to me more than I'd like personally. But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. If we can go and get 7 in the Lost Zone here, that would be phenomenal. I don't think we will. Oh, they're gonna get. We're gonna get judged. Darn, we're gonna lose that Colress here, and they could potentially pop off. They're gonna get their Mew VMAX, and do they have the pieces? We have to be absolutely horrified here that they get rolling. They just need a double turbo and a switch. It happens with Mew. It happens with every deck. It may happen less often with Mew, but Mew does brick. Mew does brick. Oh, it definitely doesn't brick as much as Zoroark. All right, let's see what they sequence. They can sequence with a KO here. Tails. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they're gonna get, at the very least, they are gonna get a double turbo energy and a switch here. Us losing the Colress feels really bad right about now. Right about now. Oh, they just, yep, they're going to get another Genesect down. Yeah, when you draw the, like, Mew V into nothing, it's the worst feeling in the world. Wait, don't tell me. Did they... Well, we get the win! Jeez. All right, we can turn the music back on. I don't... Clouds GG2. Thank you for the follow. I don't necessarily agree with how they played that. I think, like, yeah, they bricked. I think there was a way they could have sequenced that where they didn't have to run into that dead end. I don't know. I think they could have played a more... They could have played that more optimally than they did. We'll take it, though. And level 34. Yay. Whatever that means. We got a whole... I mean, this actually isn't the worst. Like 200 credits and 100 coins. Okay. There are worse things you can get from the from those rewards. Okay. I think the deck in the Grand, we've done okay. A lot of bad matches though, like people scooping or not playing optimally. You gotta go again? All right, take care, Ewan. Cloud says, yeah, you don't know why they grabbed off Cram, but Nest Ball, there was no point in playing. Yeah. Team Naryu? I have no idea what that means. Also, Adam Memphis, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Oh, yikes. Okay, so the Goodra being stuck in the active is really bad. Don't like that at all. And our opponent has first turn, unfortunately. Let's see what we can get. We can potentially attach energy to the Goodra with the Melony, and they've got Vulpix and Path to the Peak. Okay. Sure, they path themselves, which I actually like because that allows us to hit the Okay, let's go and get our stuff set up. Oh, we can't Greninja though. Got it. But then if we bump that, then we can't hit with Goodra. Got it. Okay. Let's go and Comfey and Greninja. Let's get rid of this water energy. And I think we're going to be in tough here, unfortunately. Okay, we do get a Beach Court here. That's good. I could hard retreat. Let's go in Melony. I don't think we're going to get... Okay. If... What do we VIP pass for at this point, even? I mean, maybe Cram? Or a second Goodra? Let's go with Cram for now. And we pray. No, it's not the Vulpix, the ability. It's the, having path down means Goodra doesn't have an ability, therefore I can hit Vulpix V-Star. That's the concern here. Because once they have the lock on Vulpix, then I'm going to be in for a bad time. And they're going to get the energy on Vulpix right now, which is pretty awful. Can we get it? No, we can't even one-shot Vulpix. Like, we have to do some crazy shenanigans hitting Arceus over and over again. But if they just get multiple Vulpixes set up, then we're kind of screwed. And I don't know how to reconcile that. No, we don't run Sableye in this deck. Huh, interesting. Yeah, they're saving the double turbo energies for the Vulpixes. Okay. Okay, can we get some energy here? Now, the other potential play is if we can knock out this Arceus right now. I don't think I agree with the way I just sequenced that. So we can go with Cram. I don't have Gucci Belt here. I think we're just screwed. Let's go in with Cram right now. Yeah, if the moment this gets... Oh, they're going to have all the energy, right? I think we're... Yeah, Rope would shut off. Yeah, Rope Boss is actually good. And we threw out one of our ropes, and I only run 3 in this deck. So... Not a good look on my part. But good to know. That might be enough. I don't know. If we can hit this Vulpix V before it... before it evolves... Okay. So, what's the play here? They're gonna get... And they're gonna judge us too. Okay. Potentially. Also, Rokan Shimo, I appreciate the advice, but please refrain on the backseat coaching. If I lose because of my mistakes, that's on me. I'll live with that. Okay. Oh, they're benching some stuff. Oh, no, they're not. Okay. I wouldn't bench stuff right now. I would just take the knock on this charge up. They don't get the knock on the Vulpix. I think there's a couple of ways to go about this, right? I can go just knock out this Arceus. I don't know if I want to just knock out the Arceus. I don't think I do. I want to hit this Vulpix if possible. Let's see. We do get Rope. That's good. That's good. Do we? Okay. If I Rope right now, I don't think we want to Rope right now. Okay, let's see what we get. Belt, Colress. Yeah, we're not going to get Boss here. That's unfortunate. Let's go. I think we have to hit the Arceus right now. And then we try and Rope later. You played this in a tournament with your Palkia and it was awful. You had Ice Rider in your prizes. Damn. Hate to see it. So hopefully they don't have Vulpix V here. That is, or Vulpix V-Star. And we can just take a one-shot on... Oh, I should have put the belt on the other one. That's silly. Okay. Uh-oh. If they put more stuff on the bench that we can hit, that could potentially be all we need. They are going to get... Okay. They are going to get the energy on the second Vulpix. That does suck. Okay, 140. Oh, this also just shreds. That's 140 shred. That sucks. Okay. Okay, 110. I am going to... Let's see if we can get like a Mirage Gate. Yes. Energy Mirage Gate. Okay. So let's see what we can do here, right? I will go attack... Oh, God. Okay. Let's go Metal Energy. And I will... Let's Escape Rope. And we will hit for... Let's draw some more cards. Oh, no. Okay. I still think we are... We're in for a bad time. We need to get an Energy Recycler. Oh, there's only one energy in the... All of our energies here. Okay. There is a world where, like, we hit the second Vulpix for 230, and then we, like, Escape Rope Radiant Greninja and win. Right? That's a thing that could happen. Okay, they're going to Escape Rope us and hit for... Okay. I actually don't know if I should have given up the Comfey. The Comfey does give them an opportunity to... Yeah, they take a KO and they can figure some stuff out here. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Really don't want to lose. Ooh. Could we? Is it worth Raihanning here? Mirage Gate. No. Let's go. Rope, boss, boss. Okay. We can hit this, but then how do we get past the Vulpix? That's the problem. I don't think we do, right? I need to hit this Vulpix here if we're gonna win this. Okay. Oh, we can't. We have to... If we rope boss, right? And... No, because then we just hit and then we just lose. That's not the play. Yeah, we would need like Echoing Horn or something. I think we have hit ourselves into a dead end. Yeah, there's the recycler. Yeah, I think we just lose at this point. Anyway, GG's. Ugh. There is a world where we could have potentially gotten, I think if I had hard retreated and then did the rope. No. Yeah, Vulpix super annoying. Is what it is. Do you think running Lake Acuity or Crystal Cave is better for Goodra Lost Box? I would say, first off, welcome Henry to the stream. I would say Crystal Cave would be better because you can then like take away damage rather than like you can prevent damage from Vs, but in like the Lost Box matchup, for example, taking away that, I think it's 30 energy, I think would be more impactful in that matchup. And you're going to run into Lost Box a lot. Is there anything that hits for 350? There are like you can set up scenarios where stuff can hit that hard. Potentially Zacian can. A Raichu V absolutely can. Looks like we're up against another Gardevoir deck. Okay. You're loving the YouTube content? Thank you. And much appreciated. That confused me with the other guy who hosting the Portland event. Oh, are you talking about Primetime Wizard? No, I don't look anything like him. The main thing you can think of, Roar Zacian, in which case Lake does force an extra energy. Yeah, we've seen Zacian blow through the Goodra stuff. It's not ideal, but Crystal Cave would also force... I think it would force an extra energy. They're going to put the Zacian down. I don't like putting Zacian down early in this matchup. I think I would not bench this until you're ready to Sky Seal Stone. Oh, that's just me based on my experience with the deck. Although they only have one Ralts down, so I can understand like potentially as an act of desperation here. Also, yeah, these prizes suck, or these cards suck. I can't take the medal. Are you kidding me? I can't. Live, what are you doing? I'm just this is garbage. Man, that really sucks. I I don't like. I have no problem losing, but like that was not like it might have even been the wrong move to grab energy in that scenario, but the fact that I could not because of an in-game bug is really stupid. I think that is the thing that has bugged me more than anything in PTCG Live going here. I would be fine. Like, I could probably tolerate a lot of the other stuff that I don't like about this game, of which there is a lot. But the game-breaking bugs are vehemently unacceptable. Especially, we've been in beta for well over a year at this point, and this game never works properly. Ever, ever, ever. Okay, we get another Gardevoir match. And let's go grab another Comfey and see what we can get here. We get a third Comfey, but we have to flush a Goodra V down the toilet. Not a fan of that. We are up against Gardevoir, though, so theoretically we have more time, assuming the game doesn't glitch us into oblivion. There's a Goodra V. I would like the Crystal Cave, but we can't afford to flush 2 of these down the toilet now, can we? I'm going to bench just one Goodra for now. Like, this is... Goodras are... Gardevoir is a slow deck. Of course, they hit triple Ralts. Okay. No, this isn't the same person. That Battle VIP. Oh, they didn't even attack. Why would you keep? Okay. All right. We hit the Colress though. That's amazing. Okay, we can potentially play here. Let's go. Get that Greninja, Goodra VSTAR. I don't want to let Colress go, but I can't let the Goodra. I don't want to let Greninja go. Do we let Greninja go? No, we can't let Greninja go. Can't let Goodra go. I need to... Okay, I'm taking these. I'm taking these. Okay. And now we pray that I did not make a terrible error here. Because I could have taken the water energy with Greninja, discarded that, used Melony to attach. Yeah, I'm seeing the line that I could have taken had I taken the water energy there. And, oh, we're going to get rid of the recycler now, too. That sucks, but hopefully that is in service of us grabbing a Poggers card off this Comfey, right? I'm gonna take the Goodra VSTAR. Okay. Oh, we can Mirage Gate now, for whatever that's worth. Is it even worth it? I could get Greninja rolling right now. I'm gonna... let's burn it. And we're gonna go on to Goodra. Okay. I am hunkering down for potentially a longer game here. Yes, there is a world I could have threatened with Manaphy. Or threatened to... And it still might be the right move. It still might be the right move to have... Oh, they got the Gardevoir EX. All right. Okay, but what else do you have? There's no energy in the discard right now. Okay, there will be 1 energy in the discard right now. Are they just going to attack with Gardevoir? Really? Okay. Okay. They don't even have enough energy to attack right now. What's happening? Galarian missed a rhyme with in Palkia or Mew. That's a water type fusion Pokemon. Theoretically, yeah, you could play it in either. Okay. Can we get something? Sure. We've already gotten rid of 2 water, so let's go and get rid of this one. And yeah, let's actually Melony to, oh yes, let's Melony to Goodra here. And oh yeah, baby. Okay, we will go. Ooh, actually, do we just here? 1, 2. I'm risking it for the biscuit here. Okay. This is a gutsy play right now. We are betting it all on Greninja taking out the 2 Raltses. 90. 90. Let's go. Give me these 2. Attack me with Gardevoir EX. Figure it out. Okay. Now what? Oh, okay. Here comes the Ralts. Another one. Okay, they're gonna get the attack off. That's fine. They're not doing enough damage here to Goodra. I have time to figure this out. I guess there's a world we could have, like, we can't. I think Drapion is off the table at this point, which is fine. Goodra should be enough at this point to make this work. And yeah, we're gonna swing for 200. Like, they need, because we can just heal ourselves off too at this point. Okay, and if they're gonna go to Kirlia here, oh man. Yeah, admittedly, Galarian Mr. Rhyme, like, that's the Galarian Mr. Rhyme V, right? Yeah, I don't even remember what that card does. Ooh, we're gonna gust up Goodra. Okay. Okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. That kind of sucks for us, potentially taking 2 prizes here. I'm gonna hold on to our boss. Like, if we lose this Goodra, it is what it is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I want to knock out this Gardevoir. Uh-oh. Here comes the Zacian. Oh, no. And we got rid of the 3rd Goodra, right? Yeah, we can't set up a 3rd one. So we're just gonna have to eat a fat 190 here. Okay. This got interesting. I could just heal just to waste a turn. Yeah, I think we do that. And do we just drag Greninja up just to stall for time? I think so. All right, now we wait. You have 2 cards. What are you gonna do? They can't Psychic Embrace onto Greninja. Oh, they have research. Damn it, they have research. Okay. Is Cramorant still floating around here? I don't think we had Cram. Okay. Do I run Lumineon? No, I don't. In Lost Zone decks, it's not necessarily a bad idea, but I feel like in a Goodra deck where you're trying to be this defensive wall and force them to go through the Goodras, putting down a Lumineon, while it will help your consistency, does give your opponent a pretty much free 2 prizes that you don't want to give up. So you kind of have to weigh out the... Ah, damn it, the Gardevoir does. The Gardevoir can attach energy. That was a good play. So, I guess now, do we... I don't want to gust up again, because I want to hit this Gardevoir. I run Pokégears to try and get the Colresses. You play Goodra Lost Box decks, you're trying to pick up some tips? Oh, that's fair. Yeah, in other Lost Box decks, I think Lumineon, yeah, it's totally fine. I prefer not to, and most of the Goodra decks I've seen don't run Lumineon, specifically because you don't want to give your opponent that out. Okay, they've got a lot of energy floating around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Are they going to apply pressure here? Like retreat and attack? Potentially. If we have time, I want to try doing a Palkia with a Vulpix in it. Unfortunately, we've been doing okay with the Mimikyu. Okay. We've been kind of struggling with the deck at the moment. Oh, interesting. All right, they're going to go in with the Mimikyu, and what does this even do? 3 for each prize card your opponent's taken? Where are they going with this? Okay, they're going to charge up Zacian. Just a little bit here. I would not be committing energy to Zacian IMO. Sure, take 60. And yeah, this does act as a wall, but if we can take out the... We're not going to be able to take out the... Okay, we get Rope. We get Mirage Gate. We get Beach Court. That's awesome. All right. So, let's go. We only have 8 cards in deck, by the way. That's a problem. Let's go get rid of our VIP passes and see what kind of energy we have. We do have Cram. We have... Is the Recycler? Oh, we got rid of the Recycler. So we... Okay. There's a Raihan. There's another boss. Let's go grab, I guess, Cram. And let's go... There's no other energy in the deck. I think we're kind of stuck with what we have. So we can't attack with this other... with this other Goodra, which is problematic, to say the least. Now, let's go in with the... we cannot. So where we're going to run into trouble here is that, yeah, we can take out Greninja. Please be It's Choice Belt. Okay. Do they have enough energy? Like, if they retreat with Gardevoir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I don't think that was the play. Unless they're playing some crazy 4D chess here, I don't think benching Zacian right now. Because you want to discard the 3 energy off this Gardevoir. Right? At this point, they've only got 1 other energy. They're hitting for like... Oh, if they go after this... Yeah. Okay. Sure. Unfortunately, all our energy is stuck, and we got rid of the Recycler early. Damn it. I think we're just going to have to eat this. Eat these next 2. Okay. I think the play... Right? I don't think we're screwed yet. But I'm pretty sure we just lose. Okay. We're just going to lose this. Goodra Henry blasting the air horn. We're going to lose this Goodra. Hopefully they don't take 3 prizes. Let's see how they approach it. I don't want to see another Ralts. I don't want to see them set up a second Gardevoir. They're going to try and set up another Gardevoir. Okay. Oh, do they have... If they put down the Ralts, we're going to have to Roxanne here. If they don't, then we can gust up the Gardevoir and just knock it out, and then we should be fine. Because then this Goodra, or this Zacian's only hitting for like 150, and then we Gucci belt up and knock it out, and then we win. Right? Let's go. Let's see how they approach it. Okay, they're just going to attach energy, and I don't even think that's the play either. Well, okay, let's see. Let's see. If we take out this Gardevoir, they are not going to get enough energy on this Zacian to knock out the next Goodra. That is the play. You almost need more fingers to count the number of cards in your hand. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we boss off Gardevoir. We eat this next attack. We win. Oh. Okay. They're going to gust up this one. That's bad. Now we have a little bit of a conundrum. Oh, we can still... Okay. Okay. If this is the way, right? If this is how they're going to play it, we have 3, 6, 9, 12. I've got it. I've got it. We're going to knock this out. They're going to have to come up with Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. Chill out, guys. Chill out. It's easy. We have this, right? So we only need one prize. We only need one prize. There's no way we're getting judged or Roxanne here, right? No way we are getting judged or Roxanne on this play. None. Absolutely not. They're going to attack with the Mimikyu, and that's going to be it, right? That's going to be it. Yeah, don't come in with the Marnie. Don't come in with the Judge. Let me hold my fat hand of cards. Yeah, go in. Go in with the single prize Gardevoir. Absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. And do not judge. Do not Roxanne. Okay, worker. Worker. We got him. We got him. We got him. We got him. Okay, Temple of Sinnoh. That's fine too. Sure. Go ahead. Go and not hit the special energy I don't have. Okay. Okay. Whew. That was rough, but do you see the play? Do you see the play? Here it is. Let's go. Let's dig a little deeper into the deck. We'll grab another Comfey. And we're down to 2 cards. And is that Cramorant's music? Retreat into Cram. Boss up the Gardevoir. Spit innocently. Take 2 prizes. End the game. G. Ooh, that was a dumpster fire of a match. But we still eked our way out with the victory. Even though we were way ahead on prizes, it was actually looking kind of grim because we had prized a whole bunch of energy and I'd gotten rid of our energy recycler early. I'm finding that you really can't get rid of the recycler because of how often like energy just happens to go in the discard with this deck all the time, and it can be hard to get the Mirage Gate going. But our Lord and Savior Cramorant came through with the dub. GG's. Oh my goodness. I think right now this Goodra tape it's only Gardevoir matches. I can't help if we're only running into Gardevoir all the time. Like, what are we gonna do? God King Cramorant. Okay. There are actually like 4 segments I had planned. What is the... Let's talk about the new EXs. We should talk about... yeah, let's talk about the new EXs here. All right. So again, I got to turn off channel points. I have to turn off channel points. We're going to be talking about the new EX cards. I'm going to be using this segment for YouTube. Again, I'll put the YouTube link in the... Turning off channel points for a little bit. We're going to be talking about the recently revealed EX cards. There's 8. And we're going to be using this segment for YouTube. If you want to say hi to YouTube, now's your chance. It'll appear in the video here. And again, I will be a little slow to respond in the chat as we go through the content here, but I will be responding at the end after we've done the recording part. There we go. Everybody's saying hi to YouTube right now. All right. Recently in Japan, the Pokemon Company have revealed 8 new EX start decks that are coming out soon. And they've said there's 10. There's 2 mystery decks they have not revealed yet, but we can see the first 8 right here. And while there's no guarantee that we're going to get all of these as EX decks internationally, there's almost certainly we're going to get all of these at some point in some shape or form. Some of them will likely end up as EX starter decks. Some of them will end up just worked into our mainline sets or special sets. And I thought since we've got the translations, thanks to Pokéguardian, let's go take a look at them. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about the new EX cards that have been revealed. And let's start from the top. We'll just work our way down the list. Decidueye EX, Stage 2 Pokemon, 320 HP. It's got the ability Untethered. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. If this Pokemon is on your bench, switch it with your active Pokemon. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, switch it with one of your bench Pokemon. So yeah, you get a little bit of a switch option here. And I don't know. I don't think this is particularly strong. Especially, I mean, you could use it for like, half a cross switcher, I guess, of like you move it in the active and then you can switch or what have you. But I don't think this ability is particularly strong. And then for 1 grass, 1 colorless, has Hunting Arrow for 130 damage, and this attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. I could be missing something here, but I don't think this Decidueye is particularly strong, especially since it's a stage 2 Pokemon. Only does 130 damage. Yeah, it's only 2 energy, but like 130 plus 30, and a free switch, and you have to switch with Decidueye. Not good enough. And we'll skip over the pre-evolutions here, and we'll just talk about the EXs. Unless there's something notable here. No, there isn't. Okay. Clefable EX. It's got the ability Lunar Zone. Your Pokemon that have any psychic energy attached to them have no retreat cost. And for 3 psychic energy, Moon Magic, 170 damage, and move any amount of psychic energy from your Pokemon to your other Pokemon in any way you like. There is some potential synergy here with the Clefairy from Lost Origin, the one that attaches a whole bunch of energy when it's in the active and you move stuff around. Clefable EX could give you free retreat, and then you could just like move a little easier. Also flooding the board with energy. Maybe you can then attach it to like a Shadow Rider with a Leafy Camel Poncho. Just throw like 10 energy onto the Shadow Rider so it can one-shot something on the following turn. I don't actually know if this is good enough, but because of the synergy with the Lost Origin Clefairy, I think this could be interesting. All right. Here we go. Victini EX. Basic Pokemon, 190 damage. For 1 fire energy, Strafe, you may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Nothing to see here. And Victory Flame for 2 fire and a colorless, 220 damage. And this Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. This is... I mean, we've seen that you can move, switch back and forth to negate that, but really 220, you might get a knock on a Pokemon V, take 2 prizes or a basic EX, but you're getting knocked out right back. You've only got 190 HP. I don't think this is particularly strong, unfortunately. Greninja EX, Stage 2 EX, 300 HP, 1 retreat, water type. For 1 colorless, Stealthy Shuriken, this attack does 40 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. It's like a really bad Sableye on a Stage 2. Not going to work. And then 2 water, Strong Stream Slash for 120 damage. Plus, if your opponent's active Pokemon already has damage counters on it, this attack does 120 more damage. Now, that 240 for 2 energy is not bad. And there's a Starmie coming up in Pokemon 151 that like drops a damage counter when you evolve up to it, and you could use Hawlucha and Alakazam. Like 240s for 2 energy is not bad. However, this is a Stage 2 Pokemon, and with the likes of, I mean, Palkia's already in the game, Ice Rider's already in the game, hitting for more damage. We've got the Chen Pao Baxcalibur stuff coming out soon. I don't think this is going to cut it. But as like a starter deck card, this is not bad. It's not bad. All right. We've also got a different Miraidon EX. This is interesting. This is the first time we have seen a Pokemon get different mechanical cards, like mechanically different cards in the Pokemon trading card EXs, by the way, in the modern era, right? So this one has, for 1 lightning, quick draw, 20 damage, draw 2 cards. If you've got literally nothing else, but you've probably already lost if you're using this attack. And then for 3 lightning, Techno Turbo, 150 damage, and attach 1 lightning energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Maybe in like a Miraidon deck where you've got a Raichu and you're using that to set up extra damage. But this also has free retreat, so there is that going forward as well. But I don't see this one getting much play either. I know we've been kind of poo-pooing these cards, and let's keep in mind that these are all like made for starter decks, so they're not necessarily going to be the strongest cards, but EXs, there could be potential use for these here and there, so let's keep going. Koraidon EX, it's fighting type Pokemon, basic, 230 HP, 2 retreat. For 1 fighting, Split Beam, 20 damage, and this attack does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This might actually be not bad in a Ting Lu deck where, yeah, for 1 fighting energy and you're able to damage 2 bench Pokemon, and that means like 2 less with abilities. That could be something cool. And you can mix it with the other Koraidon that attaches energy, and there could be some synergy there. So I'm not saying this is the worst, but could be interesting. We've also got Houndoom EX for, yeah, Stage 1, 270 HP, 2 retreat, Dark type. And for 2 Dark Energy, Wicked Claws, 90 damage. And if the defending Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. It may be in like a Lost Box match or something. This could be really annoying to deal with. So I don't necessarily want to rule this out entirely, but it does feel a little too situational. And then for 3 Dark Energy, Hound Fangs, 220 damage. This attack Pokemon also does 30 damage to itself. I mean, it's bringing it down to 240. You could accelerate this with Dark Patch. It's not the worst. This is at least like borderline playable, but it's pretty unremarkable in the grand scheme of things. We've also got Melmetal EX, Stage 1 Pokemon, a whopping 300 HP for 1 metal, we've got Metal Absorption. Attach up to 2 Metal Energy from your deck to this Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck, and there's a decent chance that you don't get knocked out because 300, getting a one-shot for 300 is really hard for most decks. And then for 4 Colorless Energy, full Metal Knuckle does 90 damage, and this attack does 30 more damage for each Metal Energy attached to this Pokemon. So if you've got 4 Metal Energy, you are doing 120... 120 plus 90, like 210. And with the potential to go even higher than that, right? Theoretically, you could one-shot anything in the game, but I think if you're trying to play a deck where you are loading up 1 billion Metal Energy with the current energy acceleration we have, like a Magnezone, you're probably just playing Dialga instead, and you do 220, plus you get to take an extra turn. That's gonna be better every single time than Melmetal EX. And then, yeah, I don't know if it's worth covering these other ones. No, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. At least at a quick glance, someone in the comments is going to be like, well, you didn't talk about the small of that does. No, that's fine. That's fine. All right. So, again, these are not meant to be like meta-defining cards in Standard. They are being made for starter decks in Japan. They will come out in international shores in some shape or form, probably a combination of starter decks and just being cards, like ultra rare cards in packs as well. I don't think they're terrible cards, but they are not meta-defining. I think in the context of playing entry-level decks with friends, like, yeah, this could be fine. And maybe a couple of these cards are borderline playable, but I think for the sake of the argument, I would not be holding out hope that any of these are going to be meta-defining anytime soon. But I think that's fine. I think that's fine. There's room in the game for more beginner-friendly decks and beginner-friendly cards. And based on what we've seen from Paldea Evolve coming up and Pokemon 151, there is a lot more awesome competitive cards on the way. But what do you think of this upcoming set of EXs? Are you happy with them? Are you excited to potentially play some of these in starter decks? Are you disappointed that your favorite Pokemon got done and dirty? Like, if you're a Greninja fan and you're hoping for a good Greninja and potentially this is the only one we ever get, how salty are you right now? Let me know in the comments of this video. Twitch, stick around, but YouTube, we got to get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at @InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at @InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, like I am right now. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So, until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, let me catch up on the chat. I see Ewan says, I don't like EXs, honestly. Why do you not like EXs? Rokon says, maybe they'll bring that back. Say 6 of them. Going to be Black Star promos, theme deck format. Rokon Shimo, I do have that as a discussion point on what it's on the agenda of stuff I want to talk about today. I don't know if we're actually going to get to it, but I do have a theory on theme battles and whether they or not they're going to return. Let me turn channel points back on. I would like to get at least one more good Goodra match. I think the 2 Gardevoir matches are okay. They were at the very least dramatic, but they were very wonky, right? I didn't get to just show like, here is Goodra doing Goodra things. It has been things going haywire and me pulling things out of my you-know-what to work. I just want, like, here's a Goodra match, a vanilla match. How hard is that? I mean, worst case scenario, I'm fine with what we have. I don't think we're going to get to, based on how much time we have left, I don't think we're going to get to Vulpix Palkia, but it is on the list of stuff that I want to make. Again, there will be no stream next week, unfortunately. I can't say unfortunately because I don't want to be like, It's unfortunate that it's Mother's Day and my wife's we're celebrating my wife's first Mother's Day. Like, oh my god, it's Gardevoir again? Okay. Let's go concealed cards. Let's draw 2 more. Because yeah, that's not the vibe at all. Okay, let's go grab 2 Comfeys. And let's grab a goo. Do we go double goo here? Or cram? Let's go cram. 1 goo, 1 cram. This is kind of a dangerous game in the sense that if... Okay, I will take the water. And we do have Melony here, which is good. Because we could potentially be in a position to start attacking with Goodra turn 2. Alright, you just don't like how they look. I mean, that's fair, right? I pulled... Oh, I don't have it here. I pulled an Oinkologne EX yet. Well, my baby pulled an Oinkologne EX yesterday. Like, I usually try and get sets of 3 packs, and his pack had the Oinkologne. And I don't think EX cards look as good as even just the Pokemon V. So I get it from that perspective. From a gameplay perspective, I think it is a step in the right direction. I think that Pokemon V are probably still a little too strong. They need to make more powerful EXs to keep up with the Vs, because the Vs are just really fast to set up. Huh, interesting. Oh, they drew a whole whack load of cards here. Okay. Are they going... Yeah, they're going with the Kirlia here. Visually less interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Pokemon V are absolutely gorgeous cards. I love what they did with like Vs and V Maxes, V Stars, and the alt arts. Oh my goodness. I mean, even just like the regular cards, but like alt arts are insane. I mean, they've gotten like the alt arts in Scarlet and Violet are also phenomenal. I've got a couple. Oh, they grabbed the Gardevoir already? Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. All right, so let's flower select. And we grab a switch. I'm going to get rid of the Drapion here. Controversial decision. Okay, hopefully we can get an energy here. I would love to pop off with Goodra right now. And we don't get it. Okay. Let's go Melony. Water. Metal? Metal? Okay. Yeah. Metal energy. And let's go draw some more cards. And yeah, we're going to hit this. I'm going to switch. Now, they're probably going to memory skip me, at which point we are going to... At which point we're going to escape rope boss. Yeah, that's the play. Oh. Okay. Reznov 1998, thank you so much for the follow. Truly appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. When am I streaming? Don't even have... Generally speaking, I stream every Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. There will be no stream next weekend at all, because yeah, I'm busy the entire weekend with Mother's Day and stuff, other stuff happening. So no stream on Sunday or this upcoming weekend. Okay, so what we can do is, how many memory skip waltzes do you think they play? I think at most they play the 1. Which makes me think, let's go and escape rope. Yep, they're going to bring in the Comfey. Sure. And let's go and flower select. And we'll grab another Colress. And how many cards are in the Lost Zone, by the way? 4? Yeah, we don't want that. Let's go and retreat into Goodra. And let's go and smack this Ralts. I normally wouldn't do this, but I don't want the memory skipping me over and over again. So let's get that out of here. Yes, there is a world where they potentially like Clara and do that stuff, and that would be profoundly annoying. But let's see what they do now. Are they just going to come in and attack with the Gardevoir? They kind of don't have many other options, assuming they only run... I'm guessing they only run one memory skip Ralts. Yeah, so the next stream will be on the 21st. I know that's a long time from now. Oh, is that the long weekend? Okay, I'll figure it out. But at the very least, on the YouTube channel, the week that I would be away, I'm working on content right now for that. There's at least 2 Mew videos that are scheduled for that week. We have the Fusion build and the DTE build videos are done. So those will be up next week. So y'all can enjoy that. Oh, when are they bossing up? Okay, boss up Greninja. That's a little annoying. Do they have... They get the energy, so they're going to get the knock here. We can at least bench the second goo. Benching Cresselia right now feels weird. Unless they're going to use this to, like, do incremental damage with the Cresselia. Right? But you could also just swing for 190 with... Yeah. We're going to do 200. We're not going to be able to knock it out. That's unfortunate. But I don't even think we have to, really. Like, I could just go in with Cram if I wanted to. And just, like, take an incremental hit onto... Yeah. Oh, I should have... Well, okay. We do get boss. I'm going to take the boss here. And let's Colress. And we get Gucci Belt, Metal, Roxanne. And we do have Mirage Gates. Let's go and attach a Metal to Comfey to retreat. And we will... Let's just attack for 110. Okay. And now we've got this Gardevoir EX in KO range. Man, this video is going to be entirely Gardevoir matches. It is what it is, if this is what the meta is running right now. Okay. And, like, I don't blame anyone for playing Gardevoir. Like, Gardevoir is crazy good. So, yeah, losing the Greninja does kind of suck. But it's okay. The Manaphy is out. So, do we... It would be nice to get an Energy Recycler so that we are not... Ooh, okay. Yeah, sure. Go and hit with the... That's actually a little annoying in the sense that now I don't have an easy way to retreat that. Hey, Madsticks, thank you so much for renewing your sub. Love your chill/stream videos. You definitely helped me enjoy the Pokemon TCG more since starting 4 months ago. I'm grateful to hear you say that. Much appreciated. I mean, I'm glad that I could help make this game better for you. I love the Pokemon trading card game, and I'm glad that you can find enjoyment in this as well. Okay, let's go and... I'm going to take a peek at the deck, see if we can find anything. We do get another boss. I don't think we need Colress here. I think that we need... Is there any way we can see... I'm just going to Mirage Gate. We'll see what happens. Oh, God. Yeah, this is what I was scared of. Okay. We only get the 1 metal energy. That sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, God. Okay. We're bringing up the Gardevoir, and we are clamping down 200 damage. Get that out of here. Okay, we got the water. We got the water. We're all right. We're chilling. We're chilling. So, like, basically, we can escape rope play. Like, it depends on what they run here. This is looking very grim, though. Like, really, we pick off the Ralts, and this is over. I think after the, like, assuming this match goes the way I think it is, we'll do the intro and outro. And there's a couple other things I want to talk about, too. I have a tier list that I want to make. And I have a theory about theme battles and whether they're coming back. Some of this stuff is going to help for, like, next week while I'm away. So hopefully you just forget that it happened. Okay. So we have to pick off... Oh. They're probably going to gust up the Goodra without the water energy here. Yeah, that's fine. You want a tier list? Okay. We have to pick off the Kirlia here. And we are going to put the Crystal Cave down. And let's go heal a little bit. I could even Moisture Star here. At this point, like, why not Moisture Star? Yeah, let's just Moisture Star. Yeah. Just guarantee that they are not going to get a KO on us. And let's go and gust up the Kirlia here. And they are pretty much doomed at this point. Even with a gust play, like, we just escape rope. Even if they throw in the Zacian or something, we get the win. GG's. There we go. Goodra absolutely dominating. Just landing in solid amounts of damage, absorbing everything coming its way, being able to pick off the stuff that they're trying to set up before they were even really able to get rolling. Helped out a whole bunch there, and yeah, it was a little vanilla of a match, admittedly, but Goodra just kind of stomped its way through. We got the boss's orders and were able to pick off the right Pokemon that helped them, that prevented them from setting up in the mid to late game. Hitting the Gardevoir in the mid game was great because they really were limited on attacking options at that point. So we'll take that dub. GG's. Yeah, this video is entirely Gardevoir matches. Yeah, I'm going to do the intro and the outro to the Goodra video, and I will explain everything about the deck and how it works and why I built it the way I built it. Because there's, like, I mean, if you go and look at, like, Limitless, it's largely that. I have made, like, a couple of tweaks that feel better to me. And again, I always encourage people to, like, look at a bunch of different deck lists that have done well in tournament and tweak it based on how you feel. Like, Goodra's cringe. What's wrong with Goodra's awesome. Goodra VSTAR, this card is goated. I am on record. Hold on. Like, if you go back to the YouTube channel all the way back in October, I was saying, let me go and pull up the channel here. My channel, and pause this. Goodra VSTAR. Yeah, I've been standing Goodra VSTAR since it pretty much lost origin. No cap, Goodra VSTAR beats the best decks. Arceus Goodra or Lost Zone Goodra. At the peak of Arceus Goodra's powers, I made this video 6 months ago, and I said Lost Zone Goodra was the better of the two decks. And at this point, history has borne itself out that it is now the most popular Goodra variant. It is the most successful Goodra variant. Love and life. Yeah. And you don't like it because you always lose to it? Because it's a goated deck. Oh, wait, that's the wrong button. Oh, I meant for the money to come down. Make it rain money. That's what I'm talking about. I've always thought this card was good. And when no one was talking about it, I was like, why? Why? It works so well. And I'm glad that it has popped off the way it has. And like personally, I feel like vindicated as a player and like someone who thinks about the game in that, like, I saw this, I saw its potential, and I believed in it even when the community at large wasn't playing it. And it only took a matter of time before everyone else saw it too. And not to say like I'm the only person that saw Goodra Lost Zone being good, but just that's where it was. And there's been a couple of times where that's happened. I'm not going to be here and be like I'm the greatest player or anything, but there's been a couple of times where I saw something, believed in it, and it proved over time to be good. And there are other times where I've looked at this card's sick and then it was complete garbage. So there's that too. Worth playing as well. Yeah. And we stand Regidrago in this house. Do I have a Regidrago in this? I have a stack of just like cards. Do I have my Regidrago V-Star here? No, I do not. I did buy stuff for the Regidrago deck that's in this stack. I got a Duraludon. That's going to go in the Regidrago deck someday. Anyhow, let's go. Let's do the intro, outro. Maybe you're not the best player, the best YouTuber. Oh, thank you, you. I don't even know if I'm that, but if you feel that way, I'm not going to argue against you. Duraludon, man, I stand Duraludon. So this is another one. This is another card. I put the video that I talked about, the whole like value of cards and cards being more than just like here's a piece of cardboard or here's a pretty picture. Like in the video games and in the cartoon, I don't care for Duraludon at all. I love the Duraludon card, and I again checked the receipts. I was making Duraludon content before Arceus because I believed in the card that much. And I was running it with like really wonky stuff like Zacian and Bronzong and energy switches and all that stuff. And it was just because I believed in this card. And I, of course, now that I type that in, for some reason... the YouTube search is not pulling up that video. Counter the no, that's not it. Duraludon. Yeah, this is the here we go. Over a year.
Meet Grammarly Go.
Oh, stupid dumb ads. I was gonna say like I can't back. These are ads on my own channel, so like yeah, here we are. Like literally before the Arceus showed up, I'm playing Zacian with Duraludon and Bronzong trying to make this card work because I believed that it was a good card. And that is another one. And no one was talking about Duraludon at the time, really. So that was another one that like I just stand and I believe that it was good. And then, you know, it just needed the right cards to come out afterwards. Matt Stick says V-Dragon type that does 220 shred and turns off damage from Pokemon Special Energy was fantastic versus Lugia. Yes, still is. It's forced Lugia to run their own Duraludon or run Urshifu. All right, let's go and talk about this deck. Long overdue. Again, I got to turn off thoughts on Mew VMAX. It's my favorite deck. It's my all-time favorite deck. I love both. I have come around recently. I have Mew VMAX videos coming out 2 weeks from now. Yeah, on the week of the 15th, my Mew series of videos will be out, and I have always preferred the fusion build of Mew, but I think I'm coming around, and I might like DTE better now. Mew is still incredibly strong. One of the best decks in the game. What was I looking for? Okay, I think we can just start. Yeah. Oh, I have to turn off channel points. That was it. Okay, channel points off again. We're going to do the intros, outros. Again, if you want to say hello to YouTube, now is the chance. Even with Drapion, yeah. Again, okay. Last thing before we jump in. Mew is still crazy strong. We look at just this is Limitless, for example. Even with Drapion, even with people running double Drapion, Mew is still the number 6 most played deck. And of the decks in the top 5, it has the best win rate out of all of them. And I'm almost certain every single... Well, okay, Miraidon probably doesn't run Drapion, but most of these decks run Drapion. Most of these other decks down here probably also run Drapion. And Mew Genesect, still crushing. Still crushing. The Fusion build isn't doing as well. It's also not being played as much, but this also still has a win rate of over 50%, which is higher than 1, 2, 3, 4 of the top 5 decks. So, yeah, Mew VMAX still really good. Okay. And Anna Chan, welcome. You thought it worked? No. Or actually, so I don't have a written deck. Okay, let's do the intro outro and then I'll copy paste the deck into the chat. I should set that up for another time though. Okay. Again, channel points are off. I'm going to be slow to respond in the chat. Also, Anna, hello. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to explain this deck for everybody, and then it'll be in the YouTube channel probably tomorrow. Hopefully I can get it done before bed. Anyhow, Goodra VSTAR is a Pokemon that got slept on a little bit during the Lost Origin meta when it was released. There was all this talk about Lost Box and Giratina and Zoroark VSTAR. And meanwhile, Goodra was kind of lurking in the shadows, especially the... Oh god, that was a really bad burp. We got to restart this whole thing. If you're going to say hi to YouTube, do it right now. If you've already said hi, say hi again. Okay. When Goodra VSTAR was released in Lost Origin, it kind of fell by the wayside. People were more interested in Lost Box and Giratina and Kyurem and what was the other one? Hisuian Zoroark VSTAR. And meanwhile, Goodra VSTAR had a ton of potential going for it. First, people found it working well with Arceus, and since Silver Tempest, people have discovered that Goodra VSTAR in the Lost Zone engine, in the Lost Box engine, is one of the best decks in the game. And even post-rotation, this is still one of the best decks you could be playing right now. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Hisuian Goodra VSTAR. It is a dragon type Pokemon with 270 HP, no weaknesses or resistance, has a bulky retreat cost of 3, and it's got the attack Rolling Iron for 1 water, 1 metal, 1 colorless, does 200 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 80 less damage from attacks. And when you do that, there's a lot of scenarios where you know, Goodra might be one-shotted and then it's not, and it survives an extra turn, and just being able to survive like that little bit longer is massive. And on top of that, Moisture Star, its ability, during your turn you may heal all damage from this Pokemon. If they can't one-shot Goodra, especially after you hit Rolling Iron, at which point they have to hit like 350 damage raw, then they basically just waste a turn. And being able to have that type of survivability is massive. So Goodra VSTAR, yes, its attack cost is a little weird, but we've got the Lost Zone engine to help accelerate that. And we're going to do that with, of course, 4 Comfeys in the deck. We've also got 4 Colress's Experiments jumping over to the trainers for a little bit. You're going to use both of these to throw a whole bunch of cards in the Lost Zone, at which point you will then Mirage Gate on to Goodra and hit Rolling Iron over and over again until you win. This is the basic game plan of this deck. However, you've got a couple of other options as well. We've got Cramorant for Lost Provisions, where it can attack for free if there's 4 cards in the Lost Zone. We only have 1 here because you only really need 1. If you're going second and you can get to 4, then you would bench the Cramorant and then attack get the early chip damage in. If you're going first, you may not need the Cramorant. You might want to prioritize Comfeys to get to turn to Mirage Gate as fast as you can. We've also got one Radiant Greninja. Get some energy in the discard pile, also helps you draw cards, and this also synergizes with Melony and Raihan in the deck, where you can attach energy from the discard pile onto your Goodras. We also have one Drapion V for the Mew matchup. The match with Mew can be kind of dicey, and Drapion definitely helps out. If you don't have Drapion, I don't necessarily think it's the worst thing in the world, especially if you're fighting against Mew and they, for example, squander their power tabs or anything like that. I think Goodra straight up can win, but because you're playing a Lost Zone engine deck and it's so easy to pivot Drapion in, yeah, throw it in there, no problem. For trainer cards, we've already talked about the core pieces here. Your Colress Experiment, which lets you look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You get to keep 3 and then throw 2 in the Lost Zone. It's pivotal for not just draw support, but also being able to get those cards into the Lost Zone in the first place. And then once you get to 7 cards in the Lost Zone, you're going to be using Mirage Gate for energy acceleration, where you can attach 2 energies of different types to your Pokemon in any way you like. Not only can you attach a water and a metal to Goodra, you can also attach energy to Greninja and use its Moonlight Shuriken attack, which is excellent for taking multiple prizes on smaller targets like Ralts and Kirlias and Comfeys if they don't have the Manaphy out. What else do we have in the deck? We've got one copy of Raihan. If something gets knocked out and you can attach a energy to a Pokemon plus get a card of your choice. It is a very situational card, but can help you get out of a jam, especially if you're a bit behind on your setup. We've got 2 copies of Pokégear 3.0. Lets you look at the top 7 cards of your deck, and you can reveal a supporter card and put it into your hand. Now, there are times where Pokégear isn't going to work, but there are other times where it can help you dig into your deck a little deeper and find cards that you are looking for. Most importantly, you're probably looking for Colress's Experiment to get more cards in the Lost Zone. Now, you could technically play Lumineon instead of Pokégear to ensure that you get the Colress's Experiment, but the whole game plan of the Goodra deck is to be tanky and force them to hit Goodra that takes 80 less damage. And by having a Lumineon in the deck, you give your opponent an easy 2-prize target to knock out, hence the inclusion of Pokégears instead of a Lumineon. For Switch cards, I've got 4 copies of Switch and 3 copies of Escape Rope. Most of the lists I've seen run 8 plus the Beach Court Stadium, which we have here as well. I cut it out so that I could make room for a 4th Mirage Gate. A lot of Goodra builds you'll see only have 3. I tried 3 and I hate it. I just like having the 4th Mirage Gate so I can find it when I need it, because I find that most of the time I'm accelerating with Mirage Gate, so I just like having that extra redundancy here, even if it means I lose one switch option, which is fine because most of the time you're gonna hit a Colress along the way and you don't necessarily need all 7 plus the stadium. We got 1 copy of Energy Recycler. This is, I mean, in a world where Super Rod comes back, Energy Recycler can probably go, but I do find, and I noticed this was a common card in many lists that I saw, it lets you shuffle up to 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck, and just the way that you're milling through your cards, it ends up like in a weird scenario where a lot of your energy can end up in the discard pile. So having Energy Recycler can help you save, get that energy back into your deck to Mirage Gate into mid to late game. We've got 1 copy of Roxanne for some mid to late game disruption. When your opponent's taken 3 or more prizes, you both shuffle your hands into your deck, you draw 6 cards, they draw 2. I love having 2 choice belts in this deck. You really want Goodra hitting for 230, able to knock out Pokemon Vs, pretty much any Pokemon V at this point. So having the choice belts for that extra damage, get that 1-hit KO, love to see it. 2 copies of Nest Ball, 2 copies of Ultra Ball, 1 copy of Melony. I know that other decks have 4 or like 2 Melonies. I generally don't like using Melony in this deck, even though I love using Melony in other decks. I find that most of the time you're going to want to use Colress, especially in the early game, but there will be times where you will want to use Melony, get that extra attachment, and just start popping off on turn 2 with the Goodra, even if you don't have 7 cards in the Lost Zone, and Melony can help you out with that. Also for Battle VIP Pass to help better ensure we get a better start. And then for stadiums, 1 copy of Beach Court is pretty much an extra retreat, and Crystal Cave to heal 30 damage from Metal or Dragon type Pokemon. This can help us heal off a little more damage on the Goodras, especially in the Lost Box matchup where they're trying to do incremental damage on you. You can just say, nah fam, I'm going to Crystal Cave that away. And last but not least, we've got Water Energy, 6 of these, and 5 Metal Energy. So yeah, your general game plan, do the Lost Box stuff. If you stop at 4, hit with Cramorant. If you can get to 7, then you can power up. Most of the time you're going to go for Goodra and just rolling iron over and over again until you win. And then if the opportunity arises, you'll want to Moonlight Shuriken, take out multiple prizes with Radiant Greninja. All right, let's get to these matches. And there we go. That is Goodra VSTAR. Continues to be one of my favorite decks in the Pokemon trading card game, and it hasn't really lost much in the post-rotation format. You just kind of throw in a couple extra Switch cards, and you're good. Still one of my favorite decks to play. I still think that it does see a lot of play in tournament format, but online and PTCG Live, I don't see a lot of people playing it, and I think that there is value in it. Besides the fact that it's really good, a lot of the meta decks have a hard time dealing with Goodra, and on top of that, if you're looking to play Lost Box, like Lost Box is one of the more complicated decks in the meta to play right now, I think that Lost Box Goodra is the easiest of the Lost Box decks to play. So if you're looking at it from like a stepping stone perspective, I think that Goodra is an incredibly strong deck on its own and can serve as a stepping stone to learn other Lost Box decks. All right, there we go. That's going to be it for this video. Twitch fam, stick around, but YouTube, we gotta get going. So before we go, some quick plugs. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at @InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at @InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Except if you're watching this on the day it comes out, we are not streaming on Sunday on Mother's Day. It is my wife's first Mother's Day, and I want to be there for that. So I will have videos going up next week. Don't worry about it. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay. I've got 2 more videos I want to record. I am cutting it close on time, though. Also, 40 comments. What the heck? YouTube is popping off right now. What the plan is for Arc Vulpix? You had to stop playing this deck after last week's regional. The Vulpix was everywhere. Like how to beat Arceus Vulpix? Okay, so we can close this one. Close this one. Close this one. Let's turn the channel points back on. Let's play one more match. I mean, Rope Boss beats Vulpix. Attackers that don't have abilities beat Vulpix. Just Gusting in general would. I mean, not every sandbagging escape ropes. Yeah, possibly. Maybe you take a switch and you make that an escape rope instead. Maybe Path to the Peak. All right, let's play one more match. Maybe we get a good one here, and then I've got like 2 more videos that I want to do, and we can talk about as well. And then we gotta wrap it up for today. But thank you to everybody that's dropped by. I appreciate your company. I hope you're enjoying the show. The Gardevoir show, man, it's been everybody playing Gardevoir today. Goodra versus Vulpix. Yeah, it sucks. You could potentially add a Sableye, would probably be the easy answer. There might be an attacker that doesn't have an ability that uses metal. Oh, the Zamazenta has an ability, so you can't use that. Probably not gonna throw Ice Rider. Oh god. Probably not going to throw Ice Rider in this deck. We're going second, right? And it's a Lost Box deck. Okay. There was the one match that we did lose. Was it the Giratina one? Maybe that makes it in the video. I'll have to look. Oh, they have pretty much the perfect setup. We do not. We have a Colress, though. A Colress and a Dream. So maybe we get the Cram. Maybe we don't. Not looking good so far. If it is the single prize version, I think that Goodra actually does pretty good in that match. Oh, there's Mirage Gate. So there's probably some sort of... Probably not a counter to Goodra specifically. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Sky Seal Stone in here. We also don't run Manaphy, so we're probably going to have to eat a Greninja Snipe. Okay, they get 2 in the Lost Zone right away. Ideally, we hit Cram on this one. Oh, and they're going to vacuum away the Beach Court. And they're going to... Ooh, Snorlax too. Oof, and they got to 4 already. Damn. That was ice cold. All right, let's go hit the Colress. We get a Comfey, and... Oh, I hate getting rid of Recycler, but we need the Rope. And we need the... do we need the Goodra? We may not need the Goodra. I'm going to let the Goodra go, and we'll keep the Recycler. We have been burned so many times lost zoning the Recycler. Okay. Can we get a... Oh. Ooh. We have to escape... we don't have to escape rope here. I could just hard retreat into a... Yeah, let's go grab the Switch. Okay. I don't think we need Drapion. I don't think we need Drapion. And we will get rid of... I think we get rid of Boss. Okay. We will get the Cram. Let's go attach. And let's go and take out a Comfey for 1. Okay, we got the Colress. We could we're gonna get to 7 and get to Goodra. So hopefully we hit a Mirage Gate on the next one. If they're just knocking out Cramorant, I'm totally okay with that. If they knock out a Comfey, I'm also okay with that. Well, okay. If they knock out 2 Comfeys, then I will be very mad. They do have 7 in the Lost Zone. Do they have an out, though? Uh-oh, here comes the Sableye. Here comes a Cram. And here comes Mirage Gates. The Greninja. The Greninja coming. Let's see how they play it. It's got to be the Greninja, right? Yeah. Okay. This is not ideal. Please don't get the next energy. Don't get the water and a Switch. Oh, that sucks real bad. Okay. Do you miss or wish good riddance to the Reggie deck? I mean, I don't love playing the Reggie deck, but I am not mad. Uh-oh. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Let's go and... Oh. Metal. Oh, okay. We're still short. Like, this still sucks. Let's go Escape Rope. Hopefully we can get a knock on like a Comfey here. Yeah, okay. I will deal with that. And let's see what we can get. Get a Switch? A Mirage Gate. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need that. Okay. And we will... Let's go Mirage Gate Goo. And do we go in with the Goodra? I think we do at this point. Like, Cram's cool, but have you heard of Goodra VSTAR? And we only have one energy. Let's go. Rolling Iron. Okay. Okay. Can we out-tank our way through this match? And they're probably going to get down like a Dragonite or something at this point. And we would love to get a Choice Belt and one-shot the Dragonite. Oh, okay. If they're just going to play the single prize game, hopefully we can persevere. And I'm not sure. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, Manaphy doesn't help. Or Cramorant might help. I think we just have to roll with the one Goodra. It is very risky to put the second Goodra down, but at the same time, like, there is a world where we get screwed and we can't this gets dropped, and then, well, if we lose all of these, we're gonna lose anyway. And did we get rid of the Crystal Cave? No, we didn't. Well, we didn't lost zone it. Did we throw it out? No, we have not. Okay. Yeah, they are in it for the long haul. I would probably, if I'm them, I'd probably drop the Comfey and then, yeah, hurt the... Oh, interesting. Are they going to just put all of it onto the Goodra? That feels like a waste. I would be taking that prize right now. Huh. Okay, they're softening it up. Softening it up. But, like... Okay. There's the Crystal Cave. Here is... Do we need another Mirage Gate? Yeah, we probably do. Okay. Let's go see what we can grab with the Roxanne. Okay. Sure. Is there anything that can knock us out after 260 plus 80? If this is the single prize version, I'm just wondering, do I have to burn? I don't think I have to burn this right now. Okay. I don't have to burn Moisture Star right now. I don't think. Okay, Gucci Belt. If they bench a... If they come at me with the Dragonite or the Raikou, we can power through it. We can one-shot them. Okay, let's see how they play it. I want to hold out on using Moisture Star as long as I can. Okay, they're going to clear some stuff back. And, you know, is that just like, here's the Sableye? Yeah. If they take a prize, we can just Roxanne. And that could be enough. Yeah, they've got 13 cards in hand. Are you kidding me? Yeah, because Roxanne taking out a Comfey, they lose their draw engine. Oh, they're probably going to go into Sableye right now. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's see what the play is. Seven. Ugh. Yeah, they're thinking, how do they split it up? They're going to force me to use... Yeah, they're going to leave the Cramorant out there, aren't they? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think we have to use Moisture Star here. Have to. Okay. And let's go Roxanne. Ooh, I should have put the Choice Belt on. That is potentially problematic. Okay. Yeah, let's Moisture Star. Heal that off. And just swing for 200. Hopefully we don't get burned on like Echoing Horn shenanigans. Okay, Raihan could be good. Now, can Goodra hold on to finish the fight? Okay, they're going to Nest Ball for... I don't know what you even Nest Ball for at this point, but at least you thins your deck, right? There's the Snorlax. Yeah. If they can Mirage Gate to that, that's going to hit for a lot. How many... They've only burned one Mirage Gate. So that could be... If they have a second one of these, then we're in big trouble. Let's see. Do they have the card? Can they sequence it with only 3? Do they have the switch outs? They've burned 3 switch cards already. Haven't seen any ropes. 1 rope and 1 switch. So that's like 5 of their 8. And do they have Beach Court? I don't think they do. Okay, there's rope. Okay. That's profoundly annoying. If they knock out Cram, and I hope they, yeah, if they knock out Cram, then I think we're okay. If it's just going to come down, like we just knock out, oh. Okay. 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 Yeah. We boss up Snorlax. And Snorlax is the one thing that can one-shot us here. And we swing. And now they have no cards. It comes down to 1. Everything except Greninja we can one-shot with Cramorant. And so really, do they have it? With the 1 card left, oh, okay. They can turn it to 2, and they can dig more with the Comfey. Oh, this is coming down to the wire. This is coming down to the wire. Please no Echoing Horn. No Echoing Horn shenanigans. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. There we go. We got it. We got it. G's. Goodra the God. Holding out against single prize. I mean, I don't know. They might have had some other attackers in here that were multi-prizers. We didn't see the Dragonite or the Raikou or Sky Seal Stone. Didn't see the Zamazenta. Maybe they had it. Maybe they didn't. But again, this is a tough deck, and Goodra is really good in this match because of being able to heal off the incremental damage. Thankfully, we were able to use the stadium on multiple counts and then be able to heal with Moisture Star and have Goodra just hold his position. And then in that last sequence that, yeah, we didn't overbench, which was good. Yeah, we lost 2 with the Greninja, with the Manaphy. That kind of is what it is. If you want to play Manaphy in this deck, most Goodra decks don't. And you just try and find other ways to win. But I think that last play was pretty clutch, where they took the initial hit on us, and we took out the only thing on their bench that had a shot of one-shotting us there with the boss's orders into the Snorlax. At that point, the math just didn't work out. So we will take that win. GG's. All right, that was awesome. That was awesome. Sneaking that into the video at the last minute. Also, in case, like, I know I said I would put in the deck list after the description, after I did the preview. I will post that in the chat right now. I don't know who was the one asking for it. I hope you're still here. If not, that's okay. That's on me. Again, when I put up the video, the deck list will also be in... The deck list will also be on the video description. So here we go. So yeah, there's the Goodra deck I've been playing today. Unfortunately, we didn't get to Anachan. Okay, there you go. I hope that helps. I apologize in advance. Like, one of the things I hate about PTCG Live is that if I put in a card and you don't have that card, it just says you don't have that card. It doesn't like default to a different version of it that you have. And I like to play with lots of flashy cards where I have them. And so you'll probably have to tweak it, but like at the same time, I can make them basic. But then if you've got the fancy cards that you want to add it, you have to adjust it yourself. So it really sucks that they did that in live and it doesn't default to whatever the highest rarity you have. Oh well. Okay. We've got two more talky things that I want to talk about. So we're going to turn off the channel points one more time. And I will let you... I have to step away for a quick sec. So we're going to do a vote here, all right? Cool. Okay. Which should we talk about first? Our theme decks... Is theme battle coming to PTCG? Coming back? Return of theme battles? Or what was the other thing? Oh, difficulty tier list. There we go. 1 minute. All right. I will be back. I will be back. Vote in the poll. Okay, winning the poll is the difficulty tier list. I respect that. I respect that. Okay, give me a sec. Again, I'm going to be slow. Okay, so this is going to be like the home stretch of the stream here. We're going to do like these last two segments, and then I got to roll out. But I think these are an interesting discussion point. And I will definitely want to get your input on this tier list afterwards. here we go. So, again, if you want to say hi to YouTube, now is the chance. Get your message in right here. Around the time of Brilliant Stars, a Urshifu deck started dominating the game, and this was developed by like Tord Reklev and Robin Schultz. It's the European contingent brought out this version of the Urshifu deck that started to dominate at the time, being able to hit Arceus and Mew for weakness. And to this day, I still can't play this deck. I'm familiar with how to play Shady Dealings. I love playing Urshifu with Melony. I have used this Moltres card from time to time, but the way this deck worked was absolutely nuts, of like having to play certain cards at certain times. You're going to use the Hoopa to do a little bit of damage in the early game. You're going to use Urshifu and Inteleon where you can to get incremental damage, and then you're going to play the Moltres at the end to land that massive KO on a VMAX at the end of the game, and you're facilitating this with like a copy of Mew, and then like one of like each support. Each supporter and your Shady Dealings, and you're using nets to reset. Like it's crazy. To this day, even now, like a year and a half after this deck was in its prime, I don't think I could play this deck today. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the difficulty level of decks in the current standard format of the Pokemon trading card game. Now, I understand that difficulty is relative. If you are familiar with a particular play style, you're going to be more comfortable with that, and that might not align with how I rank these. But I did want to take an opportunity to take the meta decks right now and rank them based on difficulty. And I think that one of the reasons I do this, I saw on my YouTube comments someone asking of like, which of these pre-made decks should I play? And on one hand, like Lost Box, the Giratina one, is probably the strongest deck they give you out of the box, and it's really easy to tweak. But playing Lost Box is really hard, and it may not be the best for a beginner to try out. So what we've got here is a tier list of pretty much the top meta decks in the game right now. I also slipped in some league battle deck options because we talk about league battle decks all the time, and I wanted to rank them based on difficulty. And we're going to use S tier as like the hardest decks to play and D tier as the easiest decks to play. I know there's two Miraidon Regieleki, and it's a bug in the Trainer Hill, but shout outs to Trainer Hill for having this tier list maker for us to use. All right, so in terms of difficulty, let's start out with Miraidon Regieleki, which is currently free on the Battle Pass on PTCG Live. In terms of difficulty, I think it's arguably the easiest deck here. Really get Miraidon on the board, and then boom, your whole bench is full. At which point, it's just a matter of managing your energy, getting the Regieleki set up, and a lot of the deck hinges on rolling the dice with electric generators and hoping you hit on a couple so that your attackers get going. But really, this is a really easy deck to set up. It can hit very hard, very fast. Again, I'm not talking about how good these decks are in this tier list. This is just like difficulty. And this deck might have a lower ceiling than some of the other ones here, but I think of the decks on this list, it is the easiest one to play. Next up, let's talk about another meta deck here, Lugia Archeops. I'm surprised to a certain extent. I'm surprised that we don't see this deck on live as much, because I think it's very strong and you can tech it out with a whole bunch of different attackers, and it's going to get better in Paldea Evolved. But in terms of like how difficult it is to play, I actually think it's down here. It's one of the easier decks to play, and it really comes down to the first two turns. Can you get Arceus, or can you get Archeops, two of them, in the discard pile before you end turn 2? And if you can't, what do you do then? If you can get one, you can kind of fudge your way around it. If you get none, you're screwed. And to a certain extent, if you just draw a bad hand, there's nothing you can do about it, but you can say the same thing about all of these decks. But like the core challenge is, can you get the Archeops in the discard pile? And is the attacker that you want first already in the active? If it's not, like, do you retreat it? Do you just attack with it anyway? Those are kind of the decisions you're making with it. But like, Lugia is set up with a ridiculous set of attackers. You can tech it out a whole bunch of different ways. Tyranitar, Stonjourner, Drapion, the Yveltal, the single strike one. We're going to get a colorless version of the deck coming in Paldea Evolved. And I think it is like one of the top tier decks that is actually also one of the easiest to play. So if you're looking for a strong and easy deck to play, I think Lugia Archeops is an amazing choice. Now let's go to the other end of the spectrum, and let's go start with Gardevoir, where Gardevoir is a tough deck. It hinges on setting up a stage 2 Pokemon. You kind of have to fall behind on prizes based on the way that it is built. And you're kind of also relying on, like, hopefully you get the right setup and you can mulch through your cards in the right way, and hopefully you don't mulch through anything that you need down the road. At this point in time, I think it is on the top tier difficulty. It is also an incredibly strong deck that is winning left and right, and it is incredibly powerful, and it does things that other decks can't. But yeah, it's a really tough deck to play. I actually don't think it's the toughest deck to play on this list, but I think it is deserving of the highest tier here. Let's go look at another one. Let's go Arceus. Now, Arceus, I'm using like Arceus plus whatever. Arceus Duraludon, Arceus Pikachu, Arceus Giratina, even just vanilla Arceus straight up. I'm going to use Arceus for that. And of where these would rank regardless of which version you're playing, I think it's in the easy tier. It almost hinges entirely on, can you get an Arceus and an energy on turn 1? And can you get an out to Arceus V-Star on turn 2? After that, everything is kind of easy. You might still get bodied by something that can knock out Arceus, especially if you're going second. But the actual like decisions you have to make are, regardless of which variation you have, aren't that, there's not that many. Get Arceus set up, attack with Arceus till it dies, and then whatever your partner is, whether it's Regidrago or Duraludon or Vulpix, you just kind of swing with those till the end of the game. And then you throw in some paths and some judges here and there to disrupt their hand as well. But like, another very strong deck with a lot of different ways of teching it out that's not that hard to play. Let's go grab a league battle deck candidate here. Also, like, just one of the top decks in the game, Mew VMAX. I think that on one hand, it is a deck with an incredibly low floor. Like, you just, if you know that you have to grab Genesect and just like draw a whole bunch of cards, you can kind of get away with that for a while. You just draw a whole bunch of cards until you get what you think looks good, and you pop off from there. However, it also has a really high ceiling, because as you're drawing cards, you're also constantly thinning your deck or thinning your hand to then draw more cards, and you're constantly trying to micromanage, what do I keep? What do I get rid of? How far do I dig into my deck to grab pieces that I either need now or I need towards the end of the game? So I think that Mew has a very low floor. It has a very high ceiling, and I think that Mew's going to sit like in the middle. And I think you could make a case for it being technically anywhere on this list, but I'm going to say in the middle because it's a low floor deck with a very high ceiling, so we'll just put it in the middle. How about, let's talk about Lost Zone Box. This is like, and I'm going to use this. I know there's a billion versions of this. There's Turbo Lost Box, Sky Seal Stone Lost Box. There is like Kyogre Lost Box, all that stuff. I think that the Lost Zone engine in and of itself is one of the toughest engines to play, because first you got to get like the right setup in your hand. If you don't have the Comfeys or outs to Comfeys, like, you're screwed. If you can You also need your cards kind of in a specific order in the deck, because you can just draw and have to get rid of a whole bunch of good cards in order to get in the game. And that can be really tough, managing like what cards do you keep, which cards do you lost zone. And then on top of that, a lot of these lost box decks, the single prize ones, the Sky Seal Stone ones, you're oftentimes using squishy attackers and doing incremental damage in hopes that you can make it up later in the game with a Sableye, with a Kyogre, whatever that might be. And because of that, I think that it is currently the hardest deck to play in the game. And you might disagree with me, you might agree with me, but it is definitely challenging within having to manage your cards in the lost zone and having to constantly move your Pokemon around, and how do you power things up, and how do you do all the math to spread it out so that you get 6 prizes at the end of the game is really challenging with Lost Zone Box, which is why I put it in the hardest tier. All right, while we're at it, I think that we can also talk about let's do a different one. Let's go Shadow Rider Calyrex, right? Shadow Rider Calyrex, this is a league battle deck candidate here. It's not really meta right now. It did have some flashes in Japan early on, hasn't really made a splash in competitive play internationally, Scarlet Violet. That being said, Shadow Rider Calyrex is a deck you can get for really cheap. It is a deck that is a ton of fun to play, and you can tech it out in all sorts of different ways. You want to play it with Gardevoir, Mewtwo V-Star, the Kirlia engine, Deoxys V-Star and V-Max. Lots of different ways to play this deck. And I think that of the difficulty here, it's probably like, I think it's also on the, I'm going to put it, is it easier than Arceus? It might be a little bit harder in the set, but only because Shadow Rider Calyrex is generally a harder deck to set up. Like you need more pieces. You need multiple Shadow Riders down. You possibly need the Cresselia or the Zacian or the Radiant Eternatus, however you're playing the game. But it's not that hard to get past that initial setup. And once you do that, then it's just like attach, draw, and whack really hard. So it's kind of the setup thing, but it's not that hard to play. Liltone, yes, S is most difficult. Okay, couple more decks here. Giratina and Goodra. I'm gonna do these ones together because I think they are both, here's Lost Zone, but you also have this very big attacker that can just hit a VMAX or a V-Star really hard. I know that they're technically different Pokemon that have strengths and weaknesses, but the core concept is the same, is that instead of having to do all of the math with single prize attackers or small, you have this big thing that's either gonna hit really hard or tank multiple hits. And while the Lost Zone engine is largely the same, it's still like tough to play because you have the big Pokemon that's either very defensive or very offensive that can just kind of carry you against some of the bigger Pokemon. I don't think it's as hard to play as like a single prize lost box. So Goodra V-Star and Giratina are going in the A tier of like, it's pretty hard, but not the hardest of the current meta. And I realized like no one's going to care about Palkia Ice Rider. Where does this fit on this tier list? I think that there are some cool plays you can make. Whether you are like attacking with Palkia and you get set up really quickly and you can hit really hard, whether you hit with Ice Rider and you can tank hits and take out 2 Vs at the same, like before you get knocked down, or 2 EXs before you get knocked down. You've got the Star Portal plays that you can set up with Greninja, or just reloading Ice Rider again, or just loading Palkia. The engine is definitely like, in the old days of Shady Dealings, this would be an A to an S tier deck because of all the cool combos you could do. But because the draw engine has been simplified a lot, with largely just Bibarel, and you might even be playing with like Kirlias instead, I think this goes down to like B. And I don't think it's as difficult to play as a Mew Genesect. So Yeah, it is a middle of the road deck, very strong. It has some options, and you are kind of figuring out what attacker is best at during different stages of the game, but definitely not one of the harder decks to play. And I think the only thing I'm thinking about now that I look at this list, is it worth bumping one of these two out just so it looks even? Just so it looks even. I think if I had to, I would maybe bump Shadow Rider up one, where at least like in the times where you're not getting the one-hit KO, what do you do? But that's also like Shadow Rider just not being as good as Arceus. So how about we break it down like that? So that is my tier list. Again, this is not factoring in how good these decks are. It is just how easy or difficult are they to play. And I think the easiest decks in the meta right now, Miraidon, Arceus, followed by Lugia in the C tier, and League Battle deck option here, Shadow Riders like a C tier deck. B tier, Mew Genesect. Again, this could go high or low. Calyrex Palkia has some really cool options, but again, it's not as crazy complicated as like a Goodra or a Giratina, and definitely not as complicated as Lost Zone Box or Gardevoir. All right, let me know. I think this is going to be an interesting conversation. I see the chat is blowing up here, and I will chat with the homies after this, but let me know in the comments of this video, what do you think? Did I rank them fairly? Do you think certain decks are easier to play than I've ranked them, or harder? Let me know how you'd rank these decks. All right, I got to get going. Thank you so much for watching. Before we go, some quick plugs. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at @InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at @InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, except if you're watching, I don't know when this video is coming out, but the Mother's Day, the stream that would have been on Mother's Day, not happening because it's my wife's first Mother's Day. So sorry for that. I shouldn't apologize for wanting to spend Mother's Day with my wife, but there we go. And last but not least, check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, I realize like we are behind on time. Let me try and catch up on the chat. I think the last thing I wanted to talk about, the theme battle discussion, I'll record that as a video at some point this week. I've got everything pulled up, and we'll talk about it then. Let's catch up on the chat. Let's see. I don't know how to play any of these decks. LOL, you just started playing the card game a week ago. This is Divine Angel. Yeah, I would definitely start with the bottom of the list and work your way up. Lil Tone says Lugia Archeops SS should be higher than Mew Genesect. I disagree, but fair enough. Marcelino says, hello, I'm new in Pokemon. I don't know if you should play Mew or Lugia. The decision is hard. I mean, it depends on factors like what are your means of getting the decks? Is it just credits in the game, or is it buying them IRL? It's definitely easier to buy Mew, whether it is in the game with like gems or IRL with the League Battle deck. So it is definitely a lower floor. I also think Mew is easier to play. Clearly in the chat, some people disagree with me, but between those two decks, and again, I think Lugia is very strong, and it's gonna get stronger going forward. I would pick Mew personally, but you can't go wrong with Lugia either. Lil Tone says I can help. I think Tina's harder than Goodra because has the Sable Cram engine still. Yeah, I also agree that Goodra is higher than Tina. Did I flip them around? If I did, then that's a boo-boo on my part. The Lost Box decks are higher than the Mirage Gate builds. I meant to like single prize. I didn't split it up by like Mirage Gate versus not Mirage Gate. Lil Tone says play Mew. Can you swap Lugia VSTAR and drop Mew? I'm not doing it. Mew Genesect is pretty much just attack with Mew VMAX, and that's not entirely true. It is also, yeah, it's which cards. It is a much more resource challenge. Like, just because you're using different attackers in Lugia doesn't necessarily make it a harder deck to play. I think that the challenge of how do you manage the card, how do you work your way through the deck in order to make the best play is harder than dumping 2 Archeops in the discard pile and then just whacking stuff with whatever you have in the active. That is why I would rank Lugia lower than Mew. Yeah, again, like, yeah, you have to do that, but it's not, I don't think that's a harder challenge per se. And like the decision making isn't as complex as like Mew. Every single time you have a hand, you have to make a micro decision that leads up to a bigger decision. Get Dex, you're 100% free to play because you can't afford to go. Okay, so if you can't afford, I would say go get the Mew League battle deck in the store. So let's go pull up the game and let's go to the shop. And basically, you'll want to grab 2 copies of the Mew League battle deck. Let's go and view all bundles. And Mew was released November 2022. So yeah, you get 2 of these and you're good. Get 1 of these that'll get you started using the gems. If you get 2, like, then you've got pretty much all the cards you need to kick butt. And Mr. Sharny says, I've played about 1,000 games of Mew and you still make mistakes. Yeah, it's that kind of deck. Low floor, high ceiling, lots of little decisions to make along the way. And Clam Up, yo, welcome. So yeah, that would be the play. And I would try and save your credits for other stuff. Yeah, because gems you're not really using for anything anyway. The best thing to buy, sadly, the best thing to buy in the store, I don't know if anyone's told you guys this, the best thing to buy in the store, assuming you're not looking for, you just want to grind for credits, the best thing to buy in the store, assuming you don't have celebrations at this point, just buy the Shadow Rider Calyrex League battle deck over and over again. Yeah, Madstick's got it. Here, I'll even do this right now. I have a surplus of gems right now. I think I have all the cards in this already. Sure, I'll burn 1,000 for the sake of the video. Here you go. This is how much I love you guys. Right? So I have all of these. I'm just going to get... Okay, so the... darn it. I'm not going to get credit for the Articuno because I didn't have 4 of those, but I should get 4 of credits for everything else. So let's add it all. Oh, okay. I have to go through this whole thing. So yeah, I got 3,775 credits, and the next time I buy it, I will also get another 300 credits for these. So yeah, that's like 4,000 credits, at which point you can buy 612. EX cards are 600 in the store. So like that's like almost 6 EXs you can get for just buying that Calyrex deck. Also, you'd prefer DTE Mew over Fusion Mew 100% of the time in this format. Yeah, I do have celebrations already, so I kind of squandered my credits. It's fine. It's fine. I already made my videos for Mew. Those are going up in like 2 weeks. And I have been a DTE hater for a long time. And I think playing DTE Mew now, based on where the game currently is, I think I like DTE Mew better. I think that just having more control over shutting down abilities and being able to shut down Drapion, even if you don't have the max damage, just kind of works better more often than not. You don't have 1,250 crystals. That's hard to get. Yeah, you'll have to save up. You'll have to save up. The best thing you can do. Okay, so if you cannot get Mew VMAX right now, I'm guessing you're playing right now. Battle Pass. Play the Battle Pass decks. Play Miraidon, play Gardevoir. With Miraidon being much easier to play than Gardevoir. And yeah, spend some of your credits to get like a fully tricked out Miraidon deck and roll with that for a while. Get some wins so that you can get the gems you need. Also, definitely every single battle pass, make sure to spend your gems on the premium battle pass. This gets you the Gardevoir deck. And while you just started the game and Gardevoir is a really hard deck to play, Gardevoir is arguably the best deck in the game right now. So you will want this in your collection and you'll want to take the time to learn it because it's incredibly strong. LGS here, the booster codes they can give away, yeah. The other thing, and this, oh man, I'm running way over time here. Yep, have to tend to, oh, no, I'm not logged in. Other thing is if you have money, you can just buy the code for the Mew League battle deck. So I'll just put the link in the chat. Yeah, just pay money, get the code, cash it in, and you're good. They should probably also have the code for the Palkia deck now. Let's see, do they have it? Have they updated it yet? I don't think they have the Palkia codes out here. Palkia. No, they don't have it yet. But League battle decks, yeah, you just buy the code. So there is that as well. Thank you for that suggestion, Mad Sticks. Too much. Well, I don't know what else to tell you. Those are the decks. If you want, of the free decks that they give you without having to spend any extra, like honestly, of the decks, I would level up the Miraidon one and grind that out. But other than that, of the free decks they give you, you could also try Lost Box is the best of the free decks they give you, but it's really hard to play. Yeah, what are the current crop of free decks? Here we go. So you can play these, sure. Superior is garbage. Regieleki, you mash this up with the Miraidon deck and you're good. This Palkia deck is trash, but if you pair this up with the Palkia League battle deck, well, yeah, take all this other stuff out and then take the Palkias and put it in the League battle deck and you've got a good deck. You can mash the Dialga deck with the Miraidon deck and actually get a decent Dialga deck. And then Lunatone Solrock is garbage. Koraidon is garbage for now, but it will get better once Ting Lu is out. Giratina, this is, once you upgrade it, and you can upgrade it multiple ways, this is arguably the best deck in the game. It's just really hard to play. And then Gardevoir with the premium battle pass, absolutely unlock this because it is incredibly strong as well. Rank or casual? I only play ranked. All right. Would love to continue chatting. I've gone way over time. I have to yeah, the wife and the baby are waiting for me. So we gotta wrap this up. I am so sorry, guys. More people playing ranked. You've never played casual yourself. You think the match making might take longer. Yeah, I can't speak to that. I only play ranked. But I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a blast, fun playing the decks, chatting about all the things. I'm going to start editing the videos tonight and you can see them on the YouTube channel this week. Again, some quick plugs before we go. All the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In Third Person. You already know that I stream on Twitch. I'm here every Sunday except for this upcoming Sunday where I will be celebrating Mother's Day with my wife. And yeah, inthirdperson.com for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. Help me with the deck. I'm glad you think you'll build Mew. Awesome. Again, Mew is personally my all-time favorite deck. I have covered Mew on the channel more than any other deck. Let me go pull up the YouTube one more time. Hold on. YouTube. And if you go to my YouTube channel, and let me pause this. Mew. Yeah, if you go to my YouTube channel, pull it up, Mew. I have tons of Mew videos. It's my all-time favorite deck to play, and I show a bunch of different builds for it, including one with Flying Pikachu in it, which is kind of sick. So yeah, definitely use that as a resource, and I've got 2 new Mew videos coming up very soon. All right, I actually got to go for realsies, but thank you all for watching. Thank you to everybody that followed today. Anna Chan, thank you for the follow. Mad Sticks, thank you for the sub. Reznov, thank you for the follow. Marathon, thank you for the follow. Adam Memphis, thank you for the follow. Clouds GG2, thank you for the follow. Solino, thank you for the follow that just came in just now. Ewan, thank you for the follow. Hooray for Hooters. Thank you for the follow. Divine Angel, thank you for the follow. JF Raptor fan, thank you for renewing your sub. Zigris Alpha, thank you for the follow. Bangarang, thank you for the follow. Susano PDR, thank you for the follow. Resident Clinton, thank you for the follow as well. And Pickup TCG, thank you. Thank you all for the support. Y'all are amazing. Let me make it rain for you one time just to show you how awesome you guys are. All right, I got to get going. Actually, for realsies this time. I'll see you on the next one, either on the YouTube channel or when I stream 2 weeks from now. Bye-bye. Where's the button? There it is. Later.